Exciting news! YouTube memberships are now available with the experience. Take your Samwelb12 experience to the next level by clicking join and picking one of our 3 tiers for a membership program that's available to you. For less than a cup of specialty coffee, click and join today for added perks and benefits like special emojis, loyalty badges, and more. Thanks for enjoying the experience. Now it's time to elevate that experience and sign up for a channel membership today. Good evening and welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience, and welcome back to another Saturday night of Maple Leaf hockey. We got the Leafs, we got the Panthers, the Battle of the Eastern Conference, the top 2 teams. This one is going to be wild. We're not going to talk about the other day too much. That's in the past. We're moving forward. Go Leafs, go. Let's see what is going to happen. Crew it up. What's up? Well, how's it going? Not My Circus. Hello, Ian B. Carla. What's going on? Jacob. Samantha Lowe. Hello to you. Dominic, go Leafs. That's right. Norm, what's going on? Hello. Jack, Colin, 6'2", Florida. Ouch. You're still riding that wave from Tampa the other night. Woo. Let's see. We're going to see what happens. Morgan, hello there. Hope you are doing well. And of course, Dina and Coaster Mom. Hello, everyone in AAU. I saw you in there earlier. And Huvia, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for coming in right from the get-go. It is going to be a good one. Now, before we get into the lineups and into the game, a little bit of a somber moment, and I hate to kick off the show this way, but we do have to pay some respects to the great Guy Lafleur, passing away just the other day. So Guy Lafleur, one of the greats of all time. Hats off to you, sir. Guy Lafleur, one of the best to ever play the game. So on that note, let's jump right in, get into the lineups. Charlie, hello. Love Pugs, what's up? Lori, good evening. Here we go. Here are the lineups, and a significant change for the Maple Leafs, who are sitting at 51, 21, and 6. Michael Bunting and Mitchell Marner get their center back. That's right. Austin Matthews, number 34, is back in the lineup tonight. So Matthews, Bunting, and Marner reunited, and it feels so good. All right, enough of that. Second line, Ilya Mikheyev back with John Tavares and Alexander Kerfoot. William Nylander still playing on that third line with David Kempf and Pierre Engvall. Eggy and Nylander have a great little chemistry that they've been playing with. Nick Abruzzi, he's in with Colin Blackwell and Wayne Simmons. Back on the D-line, Morgan Riley paired up with Ilya Labushkin. TJ Brody with Justin Hall, and Mark Giordano with Timothy Liljegren. Jack Campbell getting the call between the pipes tonight. He is in there. Scratch tonight is Kyle Clifford and Jason Spezza. On the injury front, Muzzin still out with the undisclosed injury. Cache still out with the concussion. Sandin with the knee, and Mrazek with the groin. Thomas, what's up? How's it going? And I apologize to that person, but if you could translate that to English, I would gladly respond. But hello. For the Florida Panthers, here is their projected lineup. Jonathan Huberdeau, Jonathan Huberdeau with Aleksander Barkov and Anthony Duclair. What a vicious lineup that first line is. Mason Marchment, he gets the call with Sam Bennett and Claude Giroux. I love Sam Bennett, and not just because he has a great first name. Maxim Mamine, he is with Antoine Lundell and Sam Reinhart, another great player. That's Sam Reinhart. Again, not because he has a great first name. Ryan Lomberg with Eetu Luostarinen and Noel Akari. On defense, big Ben Sherratt with Mackenzie Weaver, Gustav Forsling with Brandon Montour, and Lucas Carlson with Radko Guda. Guda, the big goon, the big beast up there for the Panthers. And getting the call tonight, Sergei Bobrovsky. Scratch tonight for the Panthers is Lindbaum, Robert Hagg, Patrick Hornquist, and Mighty Joe Thornton. On the injury front, Natariva, he's out with the undisclosed injury. Aaron Ekblad still out with the lower body injury. Jonas Johansson with the undisclosed injury. And Verhaeghe out with the undisclosed injury. And you're probably wondering, why is everybody an undisclosed injury? This time of year, just before playoffs, teams do not like to call out who is injured or what they're injured for, what that injury is from. So that's why everyone is listed as undisclosed. Terry Ann, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. So here is how these teams have stacked up over the last couple games. Jess Scott Disney, what's up? Go Panthers, she says. Go Panthers. So here it is, way back, going way back, March 27th, if you can remember that far back. The Leafs took it 5-2. Then a couple weeks ago on April 5th, the Panthers, John, I just saw that comment and I almost laughed. John B with the trader comment. How's it going, John? Florida took the last game, April 5th, 7-6. So today is the third game in their series. Who is going to come out on top and what is their potential score? Put what you think in the chat. Put the scores you think and who's going to come out on top. Let's get those early predictions in. Here's how the teams stack up over their last 10, and this is scary, folks. Florida Panthers are a perfect 10-0-0, and they're riding a 12-game winning streak. I think it's a franchise best for them, a 12-game winning streak. Toronto is 7-2-1 in their last 10 in that loss last night or the other night coming at the hands of Florida's counterpart, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we got Jess with an 8-2 Panthers, Ian with a 4-3 Leafs, Coastermon with the Leafs 6-2. Robert, what's going on? Robert with the Go Leafs Go. So let's look at the hot hands. Who are the hot players to watch getting set for tonight? Lori calling 5-3. That one Canadian guy, welcome in, one of our newest channel members. That one Canadian guy predicting 5-3 Leafs. So here is the hot hand. Jonathan Huberdeau, 9 points over his last 5. William Nylander for the Leafs, 7 points over his last 5. Nylander and Barkov, each with 4 goals over the last 5. John Tavares and Huberdeau, each with 6 assists over the last 5. Forsling, the defenseman, posting a +8 in his last 5. And Mark Giordano putting up a +5 in his last 5. Those are some pretty serious stats for a 5-game stretch. How do these two teams compare on a whole, you ask? Let me tell you. Toronto still sitting first in the NHL in the power play percentage, while Florida is in 6th on the penalty kill. Toronto sits 7th, Florida sitting 15th. The faceoff percentage, I don't know how, but Toronto still is holding a commanding lead first in the NHL with a 55.1% in the faceoff circle. Florida back at 23rd. In the goalie categories, this is where Florida has it over the Leafs. Florida currently sitting 1st and 11th in goals for and goals against. Toronto sitting 2nd and 19th. So Florida has it in terms of the goaltending over the course of the season. Toronto has it in special teams and the faceoffs. So let's see how that is all going to play out in tonight's game. This, of course, like all the games, is still important. While we have clinched and Florida has clinched, and I think just about every team that's going into the playoffs has officially clinched, the seeding is still up for grabs. And depending on how the wins and losses shake out, it's going to set what the playoff matchups could be. So far right now in our position, we are looking to match up with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we all know what happened in recent history. That's not something that is looking like in our favor. but there's still some hockey to be left. We still have, I think, over the course of the league, there's about 4 games left for most of the teams. Some have 3, some have 4. So we'll have to see how that plays out. There's still a chance the Leafs and the Boston Bruins could meet in that first round. Gordon, how's it going? Michael, what's up? Going 5-2 in favor of the Panthers. That's awesome. It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a great game tonight. I'm expecting big things. Matthews, like I said, he's returned. He had the hot hand prior to leaving. We'll have to see what he can do. He needs 2 goals to hit 60. We know he wants to do it. We know he wants to get close to 70. 70 is probably out of the equation at this point. 65 still within reach. So we'll have to see what Matthews can do on his return. And of course, the thing that's going to make or break this team is going to be goaltending. Jack Campbell getting the call. He's going to be tested real hard tonight by the Panthers. And the Panthers, who are sitting 56, 15-6. So they've put up a tremendous amount of wins. They've put up a tremendous amount of goals over the course of this year. So it's all going to be about how Toronto can defend that Florida offense. How are they going to shut them down? And for Florida, it's going to be staying out of the box. Don't give Toronto the opportunity on the power play. The other thing that you have to watch, Toronto, they've been real hot short-handed with likes of Marner, Mikheyev, Kerfoot, Engvall, all becoming what I call short-handed specialists. They are up there in the league leaders in terms of short-handed goals. So that is going to be key. Special teams is going to be key in this game. When you look up and down the lineups, there are guys you have to keep an eye out for. We know against Tampa Bay, Toronto really lost their temper. They let it go. They really got into it. And one of the things they're going to have to do is avoid some of those issues, right? They're going to have to avoid some of that losing their temper. When you look at guys like Gudas, you need to avoid. You do not want to mix it up with Gudas. We know in the last game, Michael Bunting and Gudas kind of got into it a little bit. They were grinding it out. You do not want to mess with Gudas. He's a big guy. Ben Sherratt is another one. He's going to come. He's going to hit you. He's going to pull out all the stops. So you got to stay away from losing your temper when guys like that, Sherratt, Gudas, and others, Reinhart, Bennett, even Giroux, Mason Marchment, all these guys are grinders, and they're going to try and get you off your game. So you totally have to watch what you do and take an easy approach to make sure you stick to your game plan. And that's going to be a key for Toronto. That is going to be a big, big key, focusing and sticking with the game plan to make sure that they get off to the start they want. We know Florida is going to come out flying. We know they're going to come out shooting. Toronto needs to skate. Where they took the advantage the last game was skating. You also let it go too. Yeah, we need to make sure that these guys do what they do best. Skate, shoot, don't be fancy, just play a simple game of hockey. Taylor, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate it. It is going to be so much fun tonight. They're finishing stretching up on warm-ups. They're getting ready to go. Man, this game is going to be awesome. Totally, totally awesome. Panthers, so this is where my challenge comes into play, where I have, I have a bit of an issue, a bit of a challenge. I love so much the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're my team. I'm also a big Florida Panthers fan. So tonight I am mixed up Mother Goose. I'm in it for both teams. Obviously, I want the Leafs to come out on top. I want Toronto to do what they need to do. But I'm also a fan of my Panthers. And I know at some point, if Toronto gets past the first round, they could be meeting the Florida Panthers at some point, battling for the Eastern Conference title. That's what makes me nervous. These two teams are great. One of these two teams, I have a big sneaking suspicion, is going to the Stanley Cup final. It's going to be the Panthers or the Leafs. One of these teams is coming out of the East. It's too close to call. The playoffs is a totally different season. So they're just taking their last commercial break, and they are going to be back from Sunrise, Florida, to drop the puck, and I cannot wait. So while we're waiting and while they're at their last, relate to the game, minutes away. It hasn't started yet, John. It is going to be starting any second. They're just going to their last commercial break and then coming back to drop the puck. Seemed like an extra long pregame today. But there's a link if you're just joining us and you have come and hung out stream after stream and you think about joining as a channel member. You get a bunch of fun custom emojis. You see Ian's put a couple in there. There's a bunch others in there. We just added our newest custom emoji, which is the referee emoji, the ref waving off a play. So anytime the refs make a horrible call, which unfortunately happens a lot, go ahead and drop that referee emoji in there and let's have some fun with it. Depending on when you look at the memberships, depending on which level you select, there are different tiers. Each tier comes with different benefits and different perks. But regardless, whether you come in at the lowest level, which is less than a cup of a Starbucks, or you come in at our top tier level, we appreciate you so very much. Everything generated from the channel memberships gets invested right back into the channel. Now, of course, yes, we're here for hockey. We have lots of hockey coming up. All of our games leading up to the playoffs are scheduled on the channel. So we're here tonight. We are back on Tuesday for the Detroit Red Wings. And then on Friday, the last game of the year, Toronto versus the Boston Bruins. It's going to be awesome. We got a bonus stream tomorrow morning. It is Pass Holder Preview Day at Canada's Wonderland. So we're going to be taking the stream on the road, checking out Pass Holder Preview Day. It is going to be so much fun. So it looks like that was weird. I can't tell if they just did the anthems or if the anthem singer just ran off the ice. The way they kind of came back from commercial. Nope, they're turning the lights on. All right, she's done. I was going to say, if they haven't started doing the anthems yet, wow, it was a long, long ceremony of sorts. But Bo Borowski, he's putting his lid on. He's in tonight. He's got 3 shutouts on the year, a .913 save percentage, a .264 goals against, 38 wins this year for Bobo. And he's looking to take this one. The Panthers are hopping around. They're looking to come out and make a strong impact. That's going to really drive the game for the Panthers. They want to get out strong. Toronto's going to have to hold down the fort for the first waves that come on. They're going to have to let the Panthers get the energy out, bring them back down, bring their energy down, and then Toronto step up and really take it to them. This is going to be a good game. Here they are. They're at center ice. Puck is dropped. It's game time. The game is alive. Toronto has it down in their own zone. They're looking to move it around. Toronto trying to get it out. I forgot it. In the Panther arena, the camera is super high angle. So it's going to be weird to catch some of the numbers. Bunting chasing it down. Here's Marner. He's trying to get in there. Florida has it in their own zone. Florida starting to move it up ice. Here comes Barkov. He's taking it down deep. Justin Hall in there to cut him off. It comes around to Sherratt. Sherratt plays it back around for Barkov. Matthews there. Matthews loses it in front, but Brody making the save. Gets it up to Kerfoot. Some quick changes, and that's just what they need to do. Lots of quick shifts to start this game. Kerfoot chasing it down. I'm sad I have to watch tomorrow's stream and replay because, no worries, Andrew. No worries. Have a great, great evening. It's behind the net. Comes out in front. Kerfoot, nice little tip play. Here's Mikheyev. Mikheyev bringing it into the Florida territory. He's going to circle it around deep. Wow, on my broadcast, it's the Florida announcers, and they are very different from the Toronto announcers. I might have to see if I can find a different feed. Here's Mikheyev. Mikheyev down there. He's circling around, takes a big hit. Here's Pierre Engvall. Tried to feed it in front for Kempf. Couldn't do it. It was Mason Marchment on that huge hit against Mikheyev. Sending it out for Nylander. He misses the puck. Florida's going to hit the red line and dump it down. Toronto chasing it. Here's Liljegren. Banks it off the boards to Giordano. Giordano putting it up. Florida stops it in the neutral zone. Here are the Panthers. The Panthers going cross ice, looking to move it in. Nice pass from Reinhart. Reinhart gets it back. Stolen there by Engvall. Engvall chips it to Nylander. Nobody can get in anywhere. A lot of neutral zone play. Here comes Mamine. Maximum Mean, he puts it in deep. Gives it over to Lundell. Quick shot. Oh, it rung off the iron. Stays out. Just stays out. Now it comes back in front. Here's Lundell. He's kind of taken down. Gets it over to Mammon. Mammon back to the point. Florida totally controlling this, just like we thought they would. Playing a little give and go. Liljegren breaks that up. And Liljegren tips it. Is it going to get out? No, it's not. Kept in by the Panthers. The Panthers on full attack. Putting it in the slot, but it's stolen by Nylander. Nylander's going to get it out, and he's just going to chip it in as he couldn't get all the way down. Coaster Mom. Yeah. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Here's Riley. Riley has it. Gives it over to Brody. Brody setting it around the boards. Toronto gets it out, but Florida, again, picking it up in the neutral zone. Here come the Leafs now, trying again. This time they get it down deep. Matthews giving chase. Bobrovsky out to play it. It comes out. Simmons, he's out there. Simmons, he intercepts it. Two Leafs collide. Matthews goes down. Matthews and somebody else collided into Toronto zone. Brody picks it up. Here's Brody taking a look. Toronto changing up again. The rest of Matthews' line comes on. Long pass in. Marner picks it up. He shoots. He scores! Just like that. First shot of the game, Mitchell Marner putting it in. What a blast. Holy bananas and pajamas. He absolutely smashed that. What a shot by Mitch Marner. Clearly, his time in the weight room is paying off. He just flambéed that. He came right off the boards, and he just took it from the face-off circle, put it past Bobrovsky. I sure hope he comes into the stream tonight. Yeah, that's right. We'll have to keep, if Mitch Marner comes into the stream again, we'll have to ask him how he liked that goal. Great start for the Leafs. That is just what the doctor ordered. That's going to get the adrenaline flowing and get them to maintain that momentum. Here come the Leafs. They're right back at it. Over to Tavares. Tavares takes a shot. It goes up and over the net. Here's Mikheyev. He's chasing it down. Comes all the way out. Lyubushkin, he has it. He's picking it up. Here's Ilya Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin trying to play it. He's playing with it. He's holding it right in the slot, looking for the pass. Now he connects. Just getting away was from that hit. Over across to Nylander. Nylander in front. He's going to wrap it around. Sends it in front. Big shot. Clifford. Clifford is in the lineup tonight. So who else is out? Clifford, nice couple tips there in front. Big play. So based off our projected lineups, we know Clifford is in. So who else is out? We will have to wait and see. We know Simmons is in. We know Clifford is in. Let's look for numbers. Try and figure out who is sitting out. Thanks, everyone, for coming in so early. Hit that like button. And do me a favor, hit that share button. Share the stream out. So it looks like a breezy, he is the odd man out tonight. So Florida, they're going to win the draw. It's in Florida territory. Long stretch pass all the way down. Riley's going to pick it up. Riley dumps it out. Florida picking it up in the neutral zone again. They turn it over, but steal it right back. Here's Lundell. Lundell has his pocket pick. Toronto picks it up, and they're going to flip it way high up in the air. I think it hit the score clock, actually. And they're going to blow it down and have a face-off at center ice. There we go. 40 likes, just like that. 40 likes. You know what time it is. Every 40 likes, we break out a little celebration, and we got a dual celebration tonight. Not only are we celebrating our 40 likes, but we are celebrating 150,000 views. So we're going to shimmy it up for 150,000 views. Congratulations, each and every one of you, for helping us hit that milestone. So we're shimmying it up for 40 likes. Thank you very much. The first of few celebrations to come tonight. There we go, the little shimmy it up as the Leafs are breaking in again. Here's Bunting. He's going to send it around to Marner, the goal scorer. He goes back to the point for Hall. Hall, far side, comes back to Marner. Marner turns and throws it at the net. Tried to hit Matthews, but it went past. Hall, he gives it to Matthews. Matthews dancing around. Nice play there. Comes back to the line. Big shot Marner, and that goes just wide. Florida's going to pick up the rebound, and they're going to look to clear it out. Here's Florida sending it in, looking for the tip, and that goes just wide. Wow, both teams getting some chances early. Here comes Hall. Hall starting the play. Passes it up. Tavares takes a huge hit. Oh, boy. Tavares by Akari. Huge hit, and he goes down hard into the boards. We'll have to see what that leads to. This is what we talked about, Toronto. Keep your tempers in check. Back in Toronto zone. Here's Giordano. Stolen by the Panthers. Here's Florida centering it down low. Giordano picks it up. He's hit off the puck, but Blackwell's there to pick it up. He goes all the way down the ice again through the neutral zone, but Florida picking it up. Here come the Panthers. Squish. 3 Leafs squish the Panther against the boards. Long pass, and that misses both men of its intended targets, and it comes all the way down. Triton firing up. Oh, we got to fix that. Triton firing up the Panthers. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Coaster Mom firing up the Leafs, getting the Leafs going, counteracting Triton's Florida hype. Here come the Leafs. They're dumping it in, working their way through. Hey now, what's going on? I guess Hey now is a Panther fan. Welcome in. Go Panthers, go Leafs. Oh, it's this side. Toronto dumping it down. Giving chase. Florida there, though. Florida brings it out, and they are so good. They're looking so great. Here's Huberdeau, passes it back. Florida breaking in, takes the shot. Just wide. That was very close to being offside, and they're blowing it down now. I think they are calling it on the offside. So Marner puts the Leafs up 1-0. They are going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here early throughout this first period. I really appreciate it. We are making our way to 1,500 subscribers. So if you haven't, kindly hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it. And of course, if you're just coming in for the first time, let us know. Come say hi in the chat. Let us know and get to know you a little bit. Chad, welcome in. As well, just like Morgan has put in the chat there, we have some games that are live, and you absolutely can play along by doing ! points. It's going to let you know how many points you've earned, and you earn points simply for being here in the chat. As your points grow, you're able to use those points to go on heists, to gamble, to use some of those redemptions where you saw the pop-ups on the screen. Lots of fun things you can do with the points. Ian, what's going on? Ian M. Ian McGarr, welcome in. Again, one of our newest channel members. Hope you're doing well, Ian. Yeah, this better be better than the last game. That was well, the only way I can say it is that was yucky. Mike Wazowski, welcome in. Can't watch the Blackhawks. Oh no. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that. Yeah, Mike Wazowski, the Blackhawks, tough season they had this year, but they'll be back. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the offseason. Coaster Mom, are we getting Dippin' Dots? Oh, yes, Coaster Mom. If they have Dippin' Dots open, we may have to take a look. Usually when they do these pass holder preview days, a lot of the concessions and stuff aren't open to its full capacity. So we'll have to see what they have available. So they are just back from commercial break. Matthews stepping in against Barkov. Matthew, he's going to win that face-off. Gets it out. Nice little tip to Bunting. Lots of little catch. The Leafs are playing with some short passes. Here's Justin Hall. He's going to carry it in deep. Comes around. Matthews picks it up. Centers it to Bunting. Bunting takes a shot. And Bobrovsky flashes the glove, and he snags that one down. Nice play. What's going on, Morgan? Morgan, another one of our new channel members, and Blair Bailey, all of our new channel members coming in this evening. Welcome to you all, Blair, Morgan, Ian, and everybody. Here come the Leafs. Marner, he's back to pick it up. Sending it back. We got just over 12 and a half to go. 4 shots for the Leafs. No registered shots yet for the Florida Panthers. But here's Florida, stolen by Barkov. Barkov goes far side for Sherratt. He has it stolen. Matthews stole it from him, gets it to Bunting. Bunting to Marner. Marner trying to go back to Bunting, and Bunting was just there and cut off. Life School, welcome in. Thank you for the subscription. There is the blue goal horn for you. Appreciate that so very much. Tavares, he's forechecking in behind the net. Toronto trying to get something. We are now 30 subscribers away to 1,500. And once we hit that 1,500, we're going to give away a gift card. Somebody's going to walk away with a gift card to a coffee place of their choice. Here's a Panthers quick shot. Campbell just got the rebound. Campbell lost his stick. Quick shot. Nice save by Campbell again. Tavares pushes the stick towards Campbell. He's finally able to recover as Kerfoot brings it out and down the ice. Kerfoot chasing it. Florida, they're circling it around. They give it away. Here's Toronto sending it back to the point. Lyubushkin, far side. Is that Riley? Looks like Riley. He tries to go down. That's blocked. Kerfoot picks up the loose puck. Goes back to Riley. Over to Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin throws it in for the tip. Nice tip by Mikheyev. But Bobrovsky is able to keep the pads down and makes the save. Nice, nice save. Nice, nice, baby. Here's Reinhardt. He was chasing, but it comes out. Florida bringing it all the way back. They're looking to regroup and cycle up. They dump it down. Here's Lyubushkin coming in against Lundell. Lyubushkin gets there first. Tries to chip it around. Riley trying to get away. He's being pressured. He gives it up to Kempf. Kempf gets Engvall going. Engvall carrying it up. He's going to dump it in. Nylander giving chase. And he kind of quits on the play. We're no surprise there with Nylander. Engvall comes in to help him out, but Florida picks it up. That was Lundell. He sent it up, but the other Panthers pulled off to go for a line change. Here's Justin Hall. Hall, he's dumping it down. Coming around. Florida now with 2 shots on net. 5 for the Maple Leafs. The ref, get out of the way. The ref kind of takes out Clifford. Blackwell in there helping out. Florida dumps it out. It's a chase. It's a chase. Florida's going to win that. Here come the Panthers wraparound. Nice job. Oh, no. The Maple Leaf, Simmons blew a tire. Florida picks it up with the shot. Rebound, another shot, and that goes wide. Florida with a great opportunity coming in behind the net. Working through. Hall is in there. Brody's in there. Florida's holding it against the boards. The fourth line for the Toronto Maple Leafs are trying to work hard. Looks like they've switched over to the Toronto broadcasters. Now here's Florida with an opportunity. Campbell swimming at a net, able to stick with it and just cut down the angle enough to make the save. I guess they had audio issues, but they now have the Toronto broadcasters on, who it's night and day between the Florida broadcasters. Justin Hall. He gives it to Matthews. Matthews, nice little backhand pass, sends it up. Here comes Liljegren. He sends it in, tipped by Matthews in front. Nice little save there by Bobrovsky. Comes to Nylander behind the net. Nylander kicking it around. Gets it over to Matthews. Matthews, all these backhanded passes. Comes to Liljegren. He shoots Marner, tips it just wide. Coming over, here comes the Panthers. Here comes Barkov. Barkov coming in, looking to send it across. Great play, Giordano, to get a stick in the way. Here's Mitchie. He picks it up. Marner hits the line. He tried to feed it to Nylander, but his aim was just a little bit off. Coming around, working through. Both teams making changes. Here's Riley. Riley gets it in. Oh, and they can't control it. Florida's able to clear it. Toronto in the neutral zone. They're going to pick it up. They're going to move it around. We got 8.5 to go now. 6-5 are the shots. Florida has come storming back. Here's Mikheyev. Gets it over to Clifford. Clifford didn't have a chance. Here's Florida. Now they're moving it up. Nice job, Mikheyev and Kerfoot, to cut off the pass there. Sam Bennett was trying to make a play. Comes to Lyubushkin behind the net. He gives it up to Riley. Here's Riley. He takes a hit. Toronto tries to get it out. They do. Almost a high stick. They did not call it. Quick shot. That's tipped in and actually tipped into the Panthers bench. So we're going to get a whistle, and it looks like that's going to be dropped in the Panthers territory. Both goalies playing solid so far. And what a start to this hockey game. We knew it would be. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, hit that share button. Share out the stream to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you have. Put it in any hockey groups. We would really appreciate that here on this Saturday night as the Leafs are taking on the Panthers. Earlier today in NBA playoff action, the Toronto Raptors managed to fend off elimination as they were down 3-0 as they came back to beat the Philadelphia 76ers. So they're now down 3-1. Toronto getting an extra life as they now go back to Philly for Game 5. Excuse me. All right, Triton, have fun. We'll see you a little bit later. So this game definitely off to a good start. We knew the pacing would be there. We knew it would be exciting. What we weren't expecting was Florida to come down from that early high as quick as they did. I fully expected Florida to be dominant for, at least the first half before starting to come down. And it looks like they came down a whole lot quicker than anticipated, which is good for the Leafs. And I think part of the reason for that was Toronto came out early with that big goal, that blast from Marner, and they were able to turn it around and just get that early goal, right? That made a huge difference. That's right. Ian makes the nice Soupy comment. Soupy has been absolutely solid. He hasn't had a lot of shots, but a couple he had was really tricky, and he was able to make the plays he needed to. That one where he was out of his net, he was waiting. The Florida forward was trying to wait him out, and he just stood his ground and stood tall. Here we go. They're setting it up, looking to go. Puck is dropped. Florida's going to win that. Florida gets it up and all the way down the ice. Brody, he's going to give chase. It rolls right on Campbell. He's got to play it. No icing. Here's Brody. Sends it over to Hall. Hall taking a look. He's going to send it up, and it's tipped in by Nylander. Nylander really, again, is starting to float around. I'm a little disappointed in the early goings by Nylander's play. Stefan, what's going on? Welcome in. Over 5.5. That's kind of what I expected. I thought this would be a high-scoring affair, but so far it is not starting out to look like it's going to end up being that way. Bobrovsky, he's got to come out and play it. Florida's going to go off the board. It's kept in by Engvall. Engvall's going to try and go down deep, but it's cut off. But Engvall gets there again. He gets it over to Nylander. Nylander takes a few bumps along the boards. And Nylander turns over the puck. Lundell, he's going to send it up. Here come the Panthers coming in. And nice defensive play there at the line from Giordano. Liljegren's going to send it around. Gio, back to Liljegren. Liljegren, long pass up to Marner. Both teams making changes again. Here come the Panthers. Blackwell still on the ice. He picks it up, banks it off the boards. Here's Marner giving chase. One man to beat, but it's Sherratt. Marner sends it across. Matthews in front. Matthews, nice move, and he just went wide. Blackwell kind of got in his way. Nice little play there by Matthews. Here's Blackwell, gets it to Matthews again. He shoots again, just high and wide. His aim is just a little bit off. Matthews, nice job so far. Just over 6 minutes to go in the first period. Shots are tied 6 apiece. Thank you, Morgan. Blue Jays won today also 3-2. So we got 2 Toronto teams with the wins. Let's see if we can make it 3. Robert, good evening. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day so far. Dumped in. Riley, he's back to pick it up. Here's Morgan Riley picking it up, gives it up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot skating it in. Drops it there for Tavares. Tavares back to Kerfoot. Kerfoot cycling over to Hall with the shot. Where is it? It was knocked down in front. Oh, Tavares to who was that? Mikheyev, and he just missed it on the side of the net. Mikheyev, he sends it around. Simmons comes on. He picks it up. Simmons, side of the net. He kind of takes a bump by Luostarinen. Comes all the way around. Toronto changing on the fly. Here's Clifford. Gets it over to Simmons. Back to Clifford. A shot. Bobrovsky standing tall. From his knees, I should clarify. Back to Brody. Brody to Simmons. Simmons throws it in front looking for the tip, but it hit somebody's shin pad and comes out. Nice job by Kempf. He holds it in. Clifford has it. He's forcing it down low. Comes over to Clifford again. He gives it to Kempf. Kempf cycling around. Gives it back to Clifford. Goes back to the point. Quick shot from the point, just wide. Toronto is just missing by inches. Clifford gives it back to Liljegren. Liljegren to Giordano. Back to Liljegren. Liljegren coming in, top of the circle. Puts it over. Oh, he tried to feed Giordano. Giordano couldn't get all the wood on it. Florida gets it out, and it comes all the way out and around. But Toronto's turning it around real quick. Liljegren hits the line and dumps it right back in. Gudas, he's going to flip it up and out. This one's going to come all the way down, and it's going to be called for icing. What a fever of activity. Toronto really getting in there, working hard, getting some quality shots. They were missing just by a fraction of an inch, just ever so little. But Toronto putting forth a real good effort. This is the kind of team we need to see play. And what a difference today versus the other night against Tampa Bay. Good to see Matthews back. He's skating hard. He's getting some opportunities. So it looks like whatever issue he had with his hand isn't bothering him. Here's Riley. He comes back around to Nylander. Nylander back to Riley. Riley to Brody. Brody, he's going to just send it around the boards. Nylander there, but he misses it. Comes over to Marner. Nylander in there to help out. It's taken by Barkov. Barkov, he's going to start to move it up. Here come the Panthers. It's their turn now. Long stretch pass cut off by the Toronto defenseman. Ooh, if he missed that, it could have been a break. Funny hop off the boards, came right to Bobrovsky. He had to be sharp to play that, or that could have been really, really ugly. Florida, they're going to clear it. It tips off the glass and goes into the crowd. Fourth line playing well for Toronto. Clifford, again, up and just catches the shoulder. Blair with the upgraded membership. Blair, thank you so very much. Upgrading to the All-Star membership. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So Toronto doing a great, great job. They're really working their angles. They're working the energy. They're doing absolutely everything they need to do, which is fantastic. So Blair, with the All-Star package, you get access to our members-only Discord channel. I will put a message for our All-Star members later tonight into the community section of the channel. So if you have Discord, you can definitely join our channel. If you don't have Discord and it's something you want to sign up for, feel free and we'll get you access to that channel. Congratulations. And thank you.
Wow, looks like you got some time.
So as I was saying, what a team. These guys absolutely fired up. The Leafs making a big impact. I'd love to know what they said after last game versus Tampa Bay. I'm sure some people stood up. I'm sure people had not nice words to say, but they really, really got in there and made a huge, huge difference because you could tell this is a totally different team tonight. Kilo, welcome in. Hope you are having a mighty fine weekend. So we will do at the first intermission, we're going to review all the stats of the game, the out-of-town scoreboard, and there's some stories that we want to cover. As well, following tonight's game at 10 p.m., back on the FPEN Sports Network, we will be doing our weekly recap show, Even Strength. So this is a lot of fun. You'll definitely want to check this out. We'll make sure to get that link there so you can check it out 10 o'clock tonight following the Leaf and Panther game. Here come the Leafs. It's their turn again. Oh, they couldn't get it in. Florida doing a good job just getting it right out. This game is being played totally different right now than I expected. Here's Florida working it down low. Nice little job there by Mason Marchment. Oh, they had three Panthers at the blue line. Mason Marchment passed it back, and they all kind of watched it roll out of Toronto's territory. So they had to go back and regroup and pick it up. Here come the Leafs. They bank it off the boards. They get it out, but Florida picks it up in the neutral zone. They tip it in, but a nice play by Justin Hall at the line to stand up Sam Reinhart. Here come the Leafs now. It's their turn. Here comes Kemp. He's going to get in. He sends it for Hall. Hall sends it in front. He scores. Oh, my goodness. Justin Hall. What a goal. The kid's in the Hall. Justin Hall. Is he going to get credit for it? I got to see what happened. Let's look really closely. Justin Hall threw it, and it could have been Gudas that tipped it in his own net. Was it Gudas, or did Engvall get a stick on it? Oh, it hit Gudas' stick, Gudas' skate, and goes right past Bobo. Justin Hall, congratulations. You're going to get credit with that goal. What a fantastic goal. That's right, Morgan. That's what I'm talking about. How can I become a member? Robert, there's a link. Actually, if you can see the pinned message up top, there's a link there. That'll take you to the membership page. Or if you're on a computer, you should see a join button right next to the subscribed button. So either method will take you, whether it's the link or the join button, it'll take you to the page that lays out our membership platform. What a great goal. That was huge. Here's Florida from the point, shot, and Campbell flashing the gloves. Soupy standing up tall. This is exactly what we needed to see. This is Toronto's way of saying, you know what, Tampa Bay? You might have got the better of us. We were down, we were weak, we lost control of our emotions. But this is how we play. If I had the sound bite right now, I'd play it. This is how we do it now. You guys know the song. Play a little bit of that, a little bit of whoomp. There it is. Anytime Justin Hall gets on the score sheet with a goal, it's big news. It's Hall's goal time. Drink. Yeah, that's right. I think when Hall scores, it's not just like a sip. It's you need a big gulp. Hall, his third of the season, he gets credit for from Kempf and Brody. Coming around, here's Florida's turn now. Florida coming back. Breaking into Toronto territory. Big double hit. Kempf and Riley putting the body on Sam Bennett. Not giving him any room. Here's Lyubushkin. He takes a hit. And here comes Tavares. Tavares gives the pass over. Big shot. Mikheyev and Bobrovsky managed to come across and close the door. Nice play there by Mikheyev and Tavares. They are clicking real nice. And it all starts from Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin makes a beautiful outlet play to Tavares while taking the hit. And Tavares, with the little saucer pass, gets it right on the stick. And Bobrovsky coming across, sliding with the pads out in an eagle formation, shuts the door. Unbelievable. Yeah, Kilo, actually, that's a good call. I'm not sure what happened to Bunting because he started the game there. So Brody, he's going to get back. It's going to be icing. We'll have to hear what's going on with Bunting. Did not hear. They are looking good. So here, Ilya Mikheyev in 2021 had 44 rush chances and only one rush goal. This year, he's had 37 rush chances and 8 goals. That's pretty amazing. It's Morgan and I made Morgan is MAT and I'll be MAF. All right. I will hope to remember that. I will try my best. Oh, here we go. Gudas and Clifford. They're having some words. They bump chests, but the refs are going to separate them. We got Simmons. He's tied up. Who's Simmons tied up with? With Lundberg. So it looks like tensions could be getting a little bit high with this Florida team as Simmons and Clifford doing a little bit of talking. And we know they're not exchanging pleasantries. Oh, thank you for having me over for a wonderful pasta lunch today. Yeah, we know that's not the conversation that's taking place. I really enjoyed your homemade pizza. You did a good job. No. So Gudas, he's going to go for interference. 2 minutes on the board. Toronto coming in with a power play. And this was one of our keys that we said Florida has to stay away from taking penalties. So Florida Panthers, they find themselves shorthanded. They're going to win the draw. They're going to get it out, but not down the ice. Here's Marner. He has it. Here's Toronto. They're breaking in. Gets it in front. Here comes breaking in. Big shot. Tavares. And Bobrovsky made the save on the partial break. Here's Matthews. Matthews gives it to Marner. He takes another shot. And that save. Marner has taken more slap shots in the last 2 games than he has the rest of the season. Here's Toronto trying to feed it in. Marner kind of gave it away. Here come the Panthers coming down. Lundell, he's going to roll it in on Campbell. Campbell's going to hold it and then play it, but the ref with a quick whistle. Let's put those bad ref emojis up for that quick whistle. call that down. Lewis, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we can get somebody to drop the link in there for you, Robert. That's no problem at all. Oh, that slap shot kind of hit Bobrovsky up high, just under the chin and high on the shoulder. So Florida kind of wins the draw, but Toronto is able to kind of scrum it out and bring it back behind the net. Here is Riley. Riley going for a skate, bringing it up. He does the ridiculous dump back pass. I hate that pass. There it is, Coaster Mom. There's the bad ref call for the quick whistle. Gives it over to Nylander. Nylander going to Matthews. Matthews trying to play it around. Marner picks it up, dumps it, and they're going to call, what are they calling? Another penalty. Somebody's getting called for the hook. I think they're giving it to Matthews. So with 17.6 seconds left in the first period, they're calling Matthews for a hook, and everybody's looking around going, what? So Matthews lost the puck. So he was battling Forsling. He reached around, and he actually did one of these to knock the stick up, and they called him a penalty for hooking. That is not a hooking by any means. A horrible, horrible call. Horrible call by the officials. And so Matthews is going to go to the box. That's going to negate the rest of the power play. So a 55-second 4-on-4. But there's only 15 seconds to go in the first period. Here's Toronto. They're going to dump it up. Brody, he's going to tip it into Panther territory. Comes back out. Kempf, he's going to dump it in. 3, 2, 1, and that is going to do it for the end of the first period. So we're going to switch this around here, just like that. Unbelievable. What a first period. It is 2-0 Maple Leafs, and let's jump right in to our first period show. Hey, Sam, what's going on? Welcome in, as always. Here it is. Toronto 2-0 goal by Mitch Marner, his 35th of the year from Brody and Riley. And Justin Hall, his third of the year from Kempf and Brody. And I believe with this Marner goal, I believe that now puts him 4 points away from 100 points on the year. So the Marner watch is on. Mitch Marner trying to get to 100 points. I believe, if my math is correct, that he is 4 points away from 100 on the year. Total shots for Toronto, 12. For the Panthers, 8. 0 for 1 on the power play is Toronto. Florida leading the way in the faceoff circle, 53%, 47% for the Maple Leafs. Toronto, though, with 5 blocked shots and 1 blocked shot for the Panthers. 3 takeaways for the Leafs, 2 takeaways for the Panthers, 3 giveaways for Toronto, 6 giveaways for Florida. That is a high number for the first period for the Panthers. 8 hits for Toronto, 11 hits for Florida. The penalties called so far, just the 2. Racco Gudas interference against Kyle Clifford and Austin Matthews hooking against Forsling. Looking at the Editown scoreboard, and I'm going to need to extend my screen here a little bit. We got Ottawa and Montreal tied at 1s towards the end of the first, with 3 minutes to go. Tampa Bay up 2-1 over Nashville Predators. We got the rest of the games later. San Jose and Chicago at 8. Seattle, Dallas at 8. St. Louis, Arizona at 10. Vancouver, Calgary at 10. And Anaheim, LA Kings at 10:30. The games completed earlier today. We had the Buffalo Sabres taking it to the Islanders 5-3. Buffalo, man, they are looking good the second half of the year. It's too bad they couldn't make it in the playoffs, but the Buffalo Sabres are going to be a solid team next season. Pittsburgh Penguins putting a shellacking on the Detroit Red Wings 7-2, and Carolina just beating out the New Jersey Devils in overtime 3-2, and Boston Bruins giving it to the New York Rangers 3-1. That is your Editown scoreboard for this evening. You're right, Sam. Marner crushing it tonight. 100 points. Let's go. He's going to get there. He is absolutely going to get there. Sam, where you get that shirt? You know, it's a funny story, Robert. I actually have no idea where I got the shirt from. I have absolutely no idea. And that's God's honest truth. I don't remember buying it. I may have got it at like a party or something at like a DJ giveaway, or like Dave and Buster's. Did I redeem tickets or something? I actually have no idea where I got this shirt. All I know is I've had it for a really long time, and I never thought ever, where am I going to wear this? I used to wear it like when the Leafs were in the playoffs. I might break it out, but I used to like wearing my jersey. And then I thought it was perfect for this. So I actually have no idea. So if somebody's watching tonight that knows me, that says, hey, I bought you this shirt, how do you not remember? I apologize. But if you did, like, text me and tell me, because I have no idea where it came from. But I will say I definitely have worn some bizarre shirts over the years, and not just hockey shirts. I'm not the most fashion-y person. I was high school. I was jeans and a rock t-shirt. It was jeans and a GNR shirt, or a Rolling Stones shirt, or Zeppelin, Def Leppard, Dave Matthews. So as the years went by, you try different types of shirts, and I had some real winners. Let's just put it that way. The trendy look was never my look, but I love this. It's great. I got some Tommy Bahama shirts I got, which I love too. I love the little Hawaiian flavor. They're just so much fun. It happens I forgot to where some of my clothes came from. It just happens. Yeah, it absolutely does, Blair. It absolutely does. Good answer back from last night's game. Absolutely. You're right there. It is a solid answer and a solid performance so far. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it up. Let me take the hat off for a little bit, because it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Like I got the poof. I got the poof going on. So let's talk some hockey stories. Let me bring up these stories here. Threw me off with Dave Matthews. I was a huge Dave Matthews fan. Big Dave Matthews fan. The first time I ever went to see Dave Matthews, it was long before he was playing stadiums and arenas. They played up here it's right by our airport, right by Pearson Airport. There's a place, what's it called, International Center or something like that. It's a big convention hall. So he played like just an empty warehouse up on, I think it's on Airport Road. He played there. His big empty warehouse show. The Groove Collective, if you ever heard of them, they're like an acid jazz type of band. The Groove Collective opened up, and we saw Dave there. And of course, I've seen him at many arenas now and amphitheaters over the years, but that in that warehouse was the first place I saw him, and it was so awesome. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what? It's funny, Ian. We'll talk about music for a second. Music goes with hockey. I was a big rock guy growing up, so I had family, I had cousins who were on each end of the spectrum, right? I had the hardcore rocker, with the long hair and just totally into everything hard rock. And then I had a cousin on the other side that was into the hip hop, the rap, the R&B. So I kind of got thrown in the middle and heard a lot on both sides. And I actually will listen to anything. I love rock. I'll listen to pop. I'll listen to anything but old country, even like new age country. I don't mind. So when it comes to music, I listen to everything. You want to call it from, that's right, Charlie, Guns N' Roses. You want to go from like Guns N' Roses to Backstreet Boys and everything in between, I will listen to it. It's the most bizarre trend of music of all time. But I will say, oh, Morgan, the Groove Collective. Oh, Tom enjoys it as well. Awesome. I didn't know that. I will tell you, my favorite band growing up besides Guns N' Roses was Duran Duran. I was obsessed with Duran Duran. So let me bring up these stories here that I wanted to chat about this evening of First Intermission. So here's one. We all know the Hart Trophy. Lots of good contenders this year for the Hart Trophy. Julius, what's up? The score is 2-0 Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs up 2-0. So Jonathan Huberdeau, having one of the unbelievable years, he may himself be up for the Hart Trophy. We know Shesterkin from the Rangers will probably be up there. We know Matthews is going to be up there. But Jonathan Huberdeau actually came out and said if he had a vote for the Hart Trophy, he would vote for Austin Matthews. So it's pretty amazing that you have, here's the top, one of the top superstars on the Panthers having an unbelievable year himself. He's saying Austin Matthews should be the Hart Trophy winner this year. So that was pretty cool. Ian says, my first 2 CDs were LL Cool J and Guns N' Roses. See, so that's, again, such a huge spectrum of music, right? When you go from like Welcome to the Jungle to Mama Said Knock You Out. Like what a depth of music there. I don't remember who my first CD was. I know, God, with cassettes, I don't even remember my first cassette. But one of the tapes I listened to the most was Aerosmith Pump. I love the Aerosmith Pump album. Yeah, AC/DC up there, absolutely. Oh man, you tell me when Shook Me All Night Long comes on, everybody doesn't start rocking. You could go from Shook Me All Night Long to Enter Sandman to Ice Ice Baby, and I would dance to it all. So music is so much fun, right? Music is so great, and the way it ties into hockey, and I don't know if these guys really rock out. Oh God, Charlie. No comment there. No comment there. Back in Black, it's another one, not my circus. But when you guys are playing a sport, and I don't know, as a professional athlete, I don't know what it means, but I know whenever we were playing hockey or we'd be playing, shinny or whatnot, and they'd have the music in the arena just playing, it made you step up. It made you give that extra little bit. I know in a charity event that I played at, they actually played music between each kind of face-off, between each play. And it does, when you're tired and you're feeling it, hearing the sound of the bass, hearing that music, it helps get you back up and into the game. Jack's still calling Panthers 5-3. All right, Jack, we'll have to see what they can do. Coaster, I forgot that video is up there. All right. I guess cat's out of the bag now. So back in the day, I used to play in this band called Amity, and we were a little high school band. We had a lot of fun. If you are from the Toronto and surrounding areas, you'll probably know some of the big music places. We played at the Gasworks. We played at the 360. We played at the Opera House a couple of times. We even played at Kingswood at Canada's Wonderland. So we played at a bunch of places out and around the Toronto area. And because of some of what we did, so we got picked. We won a Battle of the Bands. We got to record on a kind of indie CD, which got picked up by a radio station here in Toronto, Q107, if you know the Q. So they used to do independent music hour on, was it Sunday nights or something like that? So they played us on the radio, and that was real cool. Hey, Dominic, what's up, Micro? Hope you guys are doing well. So that was a lot of fun. And through all of this, we ended up getting on a TV show on CBC. And on this TV show, the video, it's actually up on our channel. If you haven't seen it, it's quite funny. The quality is not outstanding. It's a VHS copy digitized, so the quality is a little rough, but definitely check it out on the channel. It's quite it's good for a laugh. But that was a lot of fun. We had good times back then. Good old Amity. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm actually talking about that story. Oh boy. In the jungle, Mama just said knock you out. Yeah. Oh God. So yeah, music is so awesome. Mel, hey Mel, what's going on? I used to see Rush at the Gasworks. Getty tried out my Ricky one night. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the Gasworks was quite the interesting venue. So when we played there, we played the upstairs at the Gasworks. For those not from the Toronto area, the Gasworks was kind of made famous from Wayne's World. So, Wayne's World, Mike Myers being, a big Toronto boy, likes to do a lot of Canadian stuff in his movies. So in the first Wayne's World, when he meets Cassandra, it was at the Gasworks. So it was pretty cool. And Meatloaf was the bouncer they had to get in through. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. Robbie used to be from Toronto. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne. Oh God, there's another thing I never thought we'd be talking about on our hockey stream is Wayne's World. Talk with Canadians about rock and Rush. Yeah, always Rush, Tragically Hip. There are big ones. Of course, depending on who you talk to, you might get Alanis Morissette. What's her name? Skater Girl. What's her name? Why can't I think of her name? Oh my God! She was with Chad Kroger. Oh my gosh, this is going to drive me nuts. I see her face, and I can't think about it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jack, we'll be doing that again soon. We will. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Celine Dion. Avril. Thank you. Not My Circus. My God. Avril Lavigne. Yeah. She always comes up. She's in the middle of her big comeback right now, trying to get things back together. So a lot of big Canadian acts. So when I talk about, and I know I should be talking about hockey stories, but you guys got me going on music. I remember a Battle of the Bands. Yeah, there was so much fun, Battle of the Bands. So when we talk about, in my band, when we played at Kingswood, I remember like it was yesterday. We pull up backstage, we get out of the car, we walk out on the stage, and I walk to the front of the stage. And if you've ever been to Canada's Wonderland or the Kingswood Amphitheater, it's not a large venue by any means. I don't even know, what do they have, 25,000 seats at most? Maybe that's probably even being very generous. It's probably even smaller. But it's a small little venue. And I remember walking on the stage, looking out, and they have, a couple sections of seats and then a big lawn. And I walked out and I said, okay, I sat there for Spin Doctors. I sat there for Duran Duran. I sat there for Janet Jackson. I sat there for Bare Naked Ladies. And all these names, all these memories kept rushing back. And I got super nervous. It hit me that now I'm standing on the same spot as all of these huge artists. So it was a very, very cool moment in time. But yeah, I tell you, some of those amphitheater shows were some of the best. And for Canada's Wonderland, what they used to do, and I'll talk about that maybe if you tune in tomorrow, because when we go stream from Wonderland, I know Kingswood hasn't really been open, but I'll try and get a shot of it from wherever I can and show you. Hey, Michael, want me to message you my epic name? Yeah, you can message it to me. You can message it to me for sure. Hey, April Wine, yes. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize, Bokfius. But April Wine, huge. Tea Party was another one. Our Lady Peace. How can we forget Our Lady Peace? I've seen Our Lady Peace a million times. They've opened up for so many people. Hey, Cora, good evening. Welcome in. But yeah, when we stream from Wonderland tomorrow, I'll try and get a shot of where Kingswood was and show you what it looks like. But it was a lot of fun. It was so cool. And at Wonderland, what they did is they would charge you next to nothing for the concert ticket. It would be like $9.99, $12.99. But the catch was you had to pay for park pass admission. So if you had a season's pass, it was the deal of a lifetime, right? I remember I would go up to the ticket booth at the start of the season and I'd say, okay, I want one for this show, because they were $10 a ticket. So you got to see Duran Duran, like Janet Jackson. And I'm pretty sure it was a very young TLC that opened up for her. And it was like $10. So it was pretty awesome. It's too bad they don't do that stuff anymore. Anyways, let me get back to these stories now that you guys got me on a musical tangent. One of the other big successes to celebrate, Matthew Tkachuk, for the first time in his career, reached 100-point milestone. So that's pretty amazing. Matthew Tkachuk hits 100 points. It's pretty amazing. Who knows about Special Olympics? Morgan, I know a little bit about Special Olympics. We do a lot up here for the Special Olympics. So TSN, the sports network, they haven't the last couple of years because of everything going on, but they've traditionally done a breakfast and a dinner, a big gala event for the Special Olympics. And I've been lucky enough to attend both the breakfast and the dinner events, and met a lot of great people through there. So there's Matthew Tkachuk. He gets his 100th point. One of the other things to talk about, we know for sure one of the series that's set up and is now clinched, we know that we are getting Minnesota Wild versus the St. Louis Blues in the first round of the playoffs. I am so excited that those two teams are going to be playing each other. That game is going to be amazing. I predict that Minnesota is probably going to come away with it in that game. Minnesota looks really, really good. Robert Duran, my favorite group. Oh, yeah, Duran. They were so good. I've seen them a couple times now, and looks like, I'm just going to put the stories away because they're getting ready for the second period. But I've seen Duran a couple times now, and they've never disappointed. And always, you're telling me every time they start playing Rio and the saxophone comes out for that solo, you're not getting there and air saxing away with it? Oh, nothing beats it. All right, I'm going to have to put the music talk away because I can talk all night long. They just dropped the puck. The second period is underway, and here's Riley shorthanded. He dekes his way through, and he throws himself into the net. Not the goaltender. Let's switch our screens up here. There we go. So our screen up top is courtesy of Sportsnet Ontario. That will refresh shortly. The on ice will be NHL.com. That will also refresh shortly. If it doesn't, I will refresh my screen. Mel, I've been a professional musician all my life these days. I teach and do the occasional gig. I used to play bass. Oh, very cool, Mel. Very cool. We'll have to talk music sometime, Mel. So Florida has it. They're getting set. 4-on-4 is just about over. Florida Panthers going for a very short 44-second power play to start this period. Florida dumping it around. They have it in Toronto territory, working their way through. Comes all the way down. Florida goes back to the point. They keep it in. Taking a look. Top of the circle. Quick shots. Campbell makes the save. Rebound comes in front of Brody. He's able to clear. And it gets past the Florida defender and all the way down the ice. Bobrovsky plays it up. 15 seconds to go in the Panthers power play.
All right.
They hit the line, sending it over. They're coming through. Panthers, quick shot. He missed the net completely. There's Morgan Fay firing up. MAF firing up the Leafs. Coming across. Working it down low. Florida back to even strength. Austin is back in the play. Trying to center it through, and there's Matthews. Oh, he stole it, but turned it over. He bobbled it. Panthers get it. They shoot, and he missed a wide open net. His sights, Huberdeau's sights, just slightly off as he shot it just wide. Jackson, what's going on? Yes, we need Austin to get in there and score. Quick shot. Campbell knocks that aside. I'd love to see Austin get a couple goals tonight. Get him up to 60. Here come the Panthers working, trying to get by Hall. Hall makes a nice play defensively. He gets the shot off, but Campbell steers it easily to the side. Working through. Here's Achari trying to get it by, trying to get to the point, but Engvall doing a nice job defensively. Pierre Engvall, my man, what a great play. He's going to get it, dump it down, and now he's chasing it. Bobrovsky's going to play it up. Lindstrom, he's going to get it up. Here comes Florida. They're going to dump it in. Lyubushkin giving chase. He's got a man on him, but he gets it over to Giordano. Can't clear it out. Florida. Nice little spin move there was Bennett. Comes back around. Florida controlling the puck. They get it out. They're going to shoot it right back in, but all the Panthers are going to have to clear and tag up. Here's Lyubushkin. So Michael Bunting will not return tonight. Here's Blackwell. Gets it to Giordano. He takes the shot, and Bobrovsky makes the save. So Michael Bunting will not return tonight's game. So which leads me to believe he did something. So we'll have to see. Let's see if we can get on the news wire what exactly happened. If anybody happens to catch it before I can find it, definitely, if you wouldn't mind, just dump it in the chat. Let us know if we can figure out what happened to Michael Bunting. What day is today? It's the 23rd, so this is old. Trying to find an article on the fly. I don't know if it'll be out there yet. Oh, so it looks like right at the end of the play, Maxime Mamine taking a penalty for the Leafs. So he's given a couple shots to Blackwell. He comes in. He actually throws a glove down. Blackwell is kind of on his back on the ice. So Mamine, he's gone 2 minutes for roughing. He was baking and burned his finger. Coaster mom. He was cooking muffins for the team at intermission and he burned himself. So is Toronto playing in the first round of the playoffs? Robert, they will be there. It's just a matter of who they end up playing. Bobrovsky standing up tall. Nylander getting an opportunity. One more goal would almost guarantee Matthews for the Rocket. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire. But I think he's just ahead enough that I think it would do him wonders to get that last little bit. Toronto has it. Here's Matthews now. Back to the point. Quick shot for Riley. Rebound. Matthews just couldn't get there in time. He does pick up the loose. Tavares sends it in front. Nylander has it. He finds Matthews. He shot just a bit outside. It goes wide. Here's Marner. He drops it back to Riley. Matthews, top of the circle. Quick shot and a toe save by Bobrovsky. Comes back to Morgan Riley. Riley sending it across to Marner. Marner reverses to Riley. Over to Marner. Matthews floating to the circle. He's in his spot. He gets it with his shot. And again, he goes just wide right. Matthews needs to turn just a little bit over. Morgan, I am one special. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Morgan. I did not realize that. I'd love to talk to you and about that sometime, for sure. Tampa or Boston in the first round. That's right. I would prefer Boston. Ian, me too. Boston all the way. I think that would be a great series. And I think right now we'd have a better chance against the Bruins. Here's Matthews coming in. He drops it, and that's going to roll back out. Nylander missed it. Nylander goes to Giordano. Leafs are changing to their second power play unit. Coming through. Oh, nice, David. What distance did you swim? Quick shot, nice save. Or what events did you swim? Comes all the way out. Giordano, he's back to play it. Robert, I would like to see Toronto eliminate Tampa too, but I'd like to see them eliminate Boston just that much more. Here comes Giordano. Giordano carrying it up. He drops it there for Mikheyev. Mikheyev hits it, and he's in full stride. He hits the blue line. He comes in. He almost got it back. Nice little give and go play, but Florida intercepted. They get it out and down the ice. Here's the Panthers. They're going to turn and dump it in. Here comes Florida. Hits the circle. Coming around behind the net. Sends it in front. Rebound. Campbell sitting tall on his knees. Nice little save there. This is like a completely different team than what we saw the other night. You heard it's an ankle injury. All right, thank you, Robert. That's not a good sign if Bunting is out with an ankle injury. The good news is he has a few games. He's about a week or so. He can rest up. That has enough time to heal, but those ankle injuries can nag. Here's Kempf. Nice little play. There was an open net there. Kempf picked up the loose puck and got it out. Did a great job. Comes back to the point. Quick shot. Campbell's going to grab it with the glove. He's going to hold on to it and slow it down. Okay, Morgan. Awesome. If you want to, you can DM me there on Instagram for sure. The Insta. So they're going to a commercial break. They're having a good time. We are doing our show, Even Strength, coming up after tonight's game. Here's a little bit about that. So that's our show, Even Strength. It's coming up tonight on the FPEN Sports Network. It's a lot of fun. We have lots of laughs. We talk news. We talk hockey. We just like to have a ton of fun. So that is over. There's the link over on the FPEN Sports Network. The last show we did last week, it was on one of the FPE other channels. And we were killing ourselves in hysterics. We were laughing the whole time. It was out of control, but we had so much fun. We have unfinished business with Boston, which would really get the Leafs rolling. I agree 100%. I would love nothing more than to see them knock them out. Big time. Big time. 66 scores. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not really sure. He left it in the first period. He's not going to return tonight. Apparently, it is an ankle injury. So that could be interesting down the stretch. Hey, Eleanor, good evening. I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate you all hitting the likes. There he is, Anthony the Molar Man. I'm sure Anthony would love to see the Leafs and the Bruins face off in the first round. That would be real exciting hockey. Here's the Panthers trying to work their way in. Brody, though, he's able to steal it away, and he's going to dump it out and down the ice. Not far enough for icing. Kerfoot in there on the forecheck. Hall in there on the forecheck with Tavares. Hall has it. Hall, one of the goal scorers tonight. Tavares turns it over, and here come the Panthers working their way through, getting all the way through. What a play! And the Panthers score. Was that Mason Marchment comes all the way down, does all the hard work, gets past all the Leaf players, and Aleksander Barkov leads the way and puts it in the net. Yikes. So Hall gets caught. Here comes Marchment through everybody, gets past Nylander like he wasn't even on the ice, and Barkov makes the play and gets it done. Great poke check, actually. Campbell made a nice poke check on Marchment, but unfortunately the puck went right to Barkov, and he got it done. Florida finds the puck, and they absolutely bury it. He made everyone look dirty in that one. He certainly did. That one Canadian guy, he certainly did. He embarrassed the Leafs on that. And here's Matthews. Matthews coming right back, takes a shot. Nice save, Bobrovsky off Matthews. Morgan trying to get the Leafs back into this one. Barkov gets his 39. Siri, I don't need information on Barkov. Thank you. I appreciate that, though. Siri always trying to help out. Hey, Coco, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. We haven't seen you for a little while. Here's Matthews at it again. He comes down. I got a hair like right in my eye, and it's so distracting. Toronto has it down low. Mikheyev in there. Engvall in there. They're digging for it. They're trying to get it out. Coming around, working their way. All the way out. Florida chasing it down again. Battling. Holy moly. Siri, go to sleep. Here's Blackwell. He's going to pick it up. He tries to get it out. He does. He gets it up to Kempf. Kempf gets it to Engvall. Engvall coming far side. Giordano. He's got a man in front. Can't hit Kempf with the pass. He picks it up. Tries on the next play. And Gudis is there in front. Bobrovsky loses his stick behind the net. Mammon, he gets it and dumps it in. Florida giving chase. Reinhardt in there. Giordano is in there for Toronto. Kempf in there as well. Everybody's battling. They can't clear it out. It comes right in front. Oh, great shot there. Nice tip by Reinhardt. And we just shut the door. Yikes. That was way too close for comfort. Campbell doing a nice job. Toronto's going to get it all the way down, and that is going to be icing. Siri wants to announce the game. Could you imagine?
To do that, you need to first be added as a member in the home setting.
It's okay, Siri. It's okay. Siri, can you do play-by-play? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go away, Siri. Siri, close. Before I know it, she's going to get me in trouble. The whole atmosphere of the game changed. The Leafs need to take control back. You got that right. It's bang on, bang on. Oh, thank you, Robert. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, I agree. Florida is looking mighty strong right now. I have a feeling they're going to tie it up. Hall, nice play with the stick to knock it away from the Panther. Toronto battling it out in the neutral zone. Florida just looking like the better team right now. Florida coming out real strong. So, Robert, we did actually have a Facebook channel page set up, but we had some issues with Facebook, so we've taken it down right now. I'm going to set up a separate Facebook group for the channel instead of a page. So, but that is in the works. We'll have to we'll get that up and running, and we'll make sure to share that with everybody. Okay, Coaster Mom. But Florida's just looking really good right now. We got just over 10.5 to go. Tipping it up, working through. Dina B, what did you? I didn't see what you tried to redeem. Let's see. I think it's all lowercase, D. Marner doing a nice job of Florida. They're coming up. They're pulling it back. Coming through Matthews. That's tipped high and wide. IMSZ, welcome in. Who are you cheering for? I'm going for the Leafs. They're my number one team. But I have to say, I have to be open and transparent. Florida is my number 2. Florida is my number 2. So we are mixed up Mother Goose tonight. Here are the Panthers. They're dumping it down. Coming around the net. Riley, he's there to pick it up. Engvall gets it. Engvall tips it up. Here's Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin to Blackwell. Blackwell almost gets his head taken off in the neutral zone. Just avoids a hit by Gudas. Sam Bennett has it in the Florida zone. They're working it up. Florida right now is second in the NHL with 107 second period goals. So Florida is super dangerous in the second period. To become a member, do I need PayPal? I think you do, Robert, if I'm not mistaken. I think it does go through PayPal, but you can add, if you have any payment method set up with Google, I think it'll allow you to select. I don't remember, to be 100% honest. Can we see the screen? Unfortunately, I can't show the screen. Here's Nylander. He's coming in. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't show the live game footage because I don't have the actual live broadcast rights to it. Here's Toronto Brody throwing it in. Bobrovsky's going to grab that like a center fielder, and he's going to hold on to it. So they're going to go to commercial break. Florida coming on super strong, picking it up, working their way through. Unbelievable. These guys, what a game they are playing. So our plan over the next little bit is we're going to be doing the Leafs right up to playoffs. So we're here today. We're here Tuesday versus the Detroit Red Wings, and then back on Friday for the last game of the regular season versus the Boston Bruins. It's going to be a lot of fun. As soon as the playoff schedule is confirmed, which it should be very, very shortly, because, we know the playoffs start on Monday, a week Monday. So as soon as we find out when the Leaf games are going to be played and who they're going to be playing against, we're going to schedule all of those streams, so they'll all be scheduled and available to use. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Playoffs are going to be a good time. They are going to be nuts. And even whatever happens for Toronto, win or lose, wherever they get knocked out, we're still going to find games to call. We're going to call games right up to the Stanley Cup final. So it's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have a blast, but we do tons of other things here as well. Whether it's Lego builds, here's our next one. Let me show. I got a charger charging up for tomorrow here. But here's our next Lego build. We're going to do the good Boba Fett helmet. This is going to be fun. That's our next one. We're going to schedule and get that going. We're taking the stream on the road tomorrow. We're going to be at Canada's Wonderland, assuming the weather stays nice in the morning. That's going to be fun. If you are also going to be at Wonderland tomorrow, if you're there, check it out. If the stream's still on, come find me and say hello. Love to say hi. So we're going to be streaming tomorrow from Park Open around 10 a.m. till we leave. Not sure what time it's going to be, but at least for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it's going to turn out. We got Legos, we got that, we got video games, lots of fun stuff. So make sure to subscribe and join us for all of our fun times. So they just dropped the puck. Toronto with a jam play on the side. Bobrovsky holding the fort there as well. Shots now 20-17 in favor of the Maple Leafs. They are working strong. Ian, he will not be. A little bit of a far commute for you, sir. So here we go. Matthews in to take the draw again, getting set up, ready to go. Here it is. Puck is dropped. Florida wins the draw. Florida coming away with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 29 subscribers, 29 away from 1,500. So to help share the stream out, let's bring some other people in. As we hit that 1,500 subscriber marker, we're going to give some things away. We're going to do a little giveaway. Here we go. Oh, your sis will be awesome. Well, tell her to come say hi. Here come the Panthers into Leaf territory. Quick shot. Campbell is there with the glove. He's going to hold that down. We also need passports. Yep, Ian, that you need that to get there. I so want to be a member of your link. Well, Robert, whatever you can do, it's okay whether you do or don't. I just appreciate you being here for sure. Buck Skull, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. The Leafs do look good, much better tonight than they did the other night. Coco, I know we reset all the points at the end of last month, so I don't know how many points you have. If it's it could be the points are just out of reach. Here's Florida behind the Maple Leaf net, but I will check the redeems. Quick shot, nice. They pick it up. Can we use Dallas's passport? Here's Riley. He brings it in. We got just under 8 minutes to go in the second period. Coming through. Here comes Toronto. They're working it through, getting it into the neutral zone. Oh, we got a fight. We got a tilt. Bennett and Mikheyev, they go down. Yikes. I don't know what happened there. They kind of rolled over. Bennett kind of flipped over, and as Bennett was down, he was still throwing punches. Ilya Mikheyev, he does not fight at all. Bennett must have said, I don't like your borscht. And he said, my borscht is the best. And they got into it. So it was a double hit, Mikheyev and Tavares on Bennett. And then Bennett grabs Mikheyev, the back of his jersey, and pulls him. And they were kind of just yelling at each other. And they went down almost immediately. So no real fight there. And I make that borscht joke. If you follow the Leafs on TikTok, before practice, they have a guy set up and ask them a question. And the question I saw the other day was, what's your favorite soup? And as Mikheyev walked by, he just said, borscht, 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 borscht. It was awesome. It was so funny. So let's see. So it's not working. All right. Dina says it's not working too. Let me go in and see what's going on with that. There's lots left, lots of Leaf ones remaining, lots of Panther ones remaining. I see the cheer one is remaining. They all seem to be okay. What we'll do at intermission, I'll refresh our good friend the bot and get him going. So here we go. Florida has it down deep in Toronto territory. They dump it around behind the net. 7 minutes to go now. Working deep in the corner, trying to get it out. Squeezes out. Toronto gets it. Here comes Nylander. Nylander's moving. He's got a couple friends with him. Gives it to Engvall. Gets it back. Nylander, top of the circle, takes the shot right on the chest of Bobrovsky. So I have to say it. I don't know what is going on with William Nylander. He is not skating. He's just floating around. He is looking real not strong. And maybe he's just getting tired of playing on the second line or on the third line. But we need Nylander to be up there and scoring goals and contributing what he needs to. What's your least favorite hockey team? Oh, that's a tough question. I would probably say Montreal, only because I have to, being a Leaf fan, because of the rivalry. I can't stand cheering for Montreal. But I don't really have a least favorite, in all honesty. I just like watching hockey. I just like good hockey. We got 6.5 to go. Florida, they're moving it out, coming through. Here comes the Panthers, working at the top of the circle. Oh, it just rolled off the stick. Matthews back to pick up the loose puck. He gives it to Nylander. Nylander just dumps it down to evade a hit. Marner sends it down for Matthews. Matthews back to Marner. Marner cross. Oh, Lyubushkin had it bounce off the stick. Comes back to the point. Over to Giordano. Giordano tries to feed Nylander, but he was covered. It comes offside, and Giordano, he plays it offside intentionally. So they're going to call the intentional offside, and it's going to come all the way down to Toronto territory. So tough offside call there. How do I turn this thing off? Sorry, just making a quick adjustment here. Got to make sure we get all the devices charged up for tomorrow. So got that charging. Got this charging. I don't know how to turn this off. Maybe it'll just go off on its own. I got one of these portable chargers, but I don't know how to turn it off. Here come the Panthers. We got 6 minutes to go now. Reinhart, he dumps it in. Battling heavy in the corner, working their way through. Comes to the point, quick shot. Campbell's there with the glove. He scoops it out of the air. Campbell playing a real stand-up job. He's not getting tested really, really hard right now, but he's holding down the fort. Let's see. You would think he would shine on the third line. I know, and he'd been playing really, really good with the with Engvall. Him and Engvall, Nylander and Engvall, really playing well together. I'm not sure why they. He's just been off the last couple of games. Who's your favorite player? That is such a hard question. It depends what era. If I had to say of all time, well, then it's Gretzky, hands down. Always been a huge Gretzky fan. If I had to say, the kind of in the 80s and in the 80s, it would probably be like Wendell Clark. If I had to go, maybe a little bit later, you get into the Doug Gilmour a little bit. I was definitely a Dougie fan. I was a big Mark Osborne fan back in the day as well. Before that, Rick Vive, huge Rick Vive. If you keep going back even more, you get to like Johnny Bower, huge Johnny Bower fan. He was absolutely incredible. Leafs win today, lock up number 2 seed. Yeah, I think they will. They're looking mighty, mighty fine today. If I had to go favorite player on the roster, I mean, you have to say Matthews, but if Matthews was eliminated, I would say Michael Bunting. I'm so impressed with that kid. He's looking real, real good. He's just looking absolutely amazing. So let's see what's going on. We know what the score is. We know how the Leafs are holding on the Panthers. It's currently 2-1. Does that change what you guys had early in the game for your final score predictions? Let's see. Let's take a few minutes. Put in what you think now with the game going on, what you think the final score projections are going to be. I still think we're going to get some big goal scoring. I think it's going to be 4-3 Leafs. That's my prediction for the end of the game. Another shot and another save by Campbell. He's going to hold on to that. We're going to get another whistle. Mackenzie Weegar getting a nice opportunity. Huberdeau definitely playing well. Gotta love the Gardens. Oh, yeah, Ian, the Gardens was something else. Well, so I'm going to save my Maple Leaf Garden story. We'll talk about that at the second period of intermission. Jackson says 3-2 Leafs. 5-3, a couple 5-3s. 4-3 Leafs. 4-2. So we're all kind of in the same ballpark. Here they come. Huberdeau is coming down. Brody takes him down. He gets hauled. Brody's going to head to the penalty box. Huberdeau thought he could bust his way in and get through, but Brody shut him down. It was a nice job. It was kind of a weak takedown. I get the call, but it wasn't really a trip. Oh, he whacked him on the hands. He whacked him on the hands, so that's going to be the call. That's why he's going there. 5-3, okay. So Florida now goes to the power play. Let's see what the Panthers can do. Yeah, Robert Campbell's playing really, really well tonight. If you're coming in and you haven't hit the like, please give it a little click. Appreciate that. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome in. Coming back. Big shot. And they score, Florida, just like that. Well, Brody did not have to sit a long time. Wow. Wang Yun, welcome in. Like Matthews. Matthews is spectacular. Unbelievable play. Comes right to Barkov. Barkov makes one little pass. Pass come, little saucer pass back to the point. Big shot there. Claude Giroux buries it, his 21st of the year. About 3 or 4 feet away from the top of the circle. Who did it hit? It looks like it just hit Giordano a little bit to change direction. And Soupy just missed it. Oh, so close. Curtis Joseph, what a great pick. Cujo was such an unbelievable goaltender. Under 5 minutes to go. It's a whole new game, ladies and gentlemen. It is tied 2-2. Shots 23-21 in favor of the Leafs. Florida coming down again. Giordano, he's going to pick it up and turn it over. Nice play there by Mason Marchment. Gives it back to the line. Comes through. Marner, he's going to pick it up. He goes far, banking it off. So it looks like they have Nylander back with Matthews and Marner now. Coming over. Marner tried to feed it to Nylander. So Marner's going off. So maybe it's just on the line change. Let's see who came on. So Tavares came on. So no, they're all changing it up. So it's an interesting mix-up of lines. Huberdeau and Barkov get the assists on Giroux's goal, his 21st. Huberdeau with the franchise record and NHL record for most assists in a single season. Huberdeau, Hooby-Dooby-Doo, absolutely getting it done. What a solid player for the Panthers. Giroux, 3 goals and 14 points in his last 10 games. So Giroux getting it done, finding a way. Here come the Panthers. Matt Hatter, welcome in. Welcome in, all tied up. Hatter, huge Lightning fan, was super happy after the last game. Battling at the line. Tavares, he picks it out. Coming in. Tavares looks a little clean shaven. He's been a little scruffy. So wonder if he's trying to change things up by, shaving a little bit. See if that changes the universe. Jackson, we need it. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You hate the Panthers. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Riley gets it down, gets it to Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin feeding Tavares. Here come the Leafs. They're breaking out. They got a man far side breaking, but Engvall carries it in all the way into the slot. Oh, and it's just stolen. Mamine, nice play on Engvall to get the puck away. Tavares in there, battling down low. Florida getting away. A nice little hit there by Riley, almost putting the Panther into the Leafs bench. Florida stealing the loose puck in front. Quick shot. Campbell makes the save. Lyubushkin trying to get it out. He gets it to Blackwell. Blackwell throws it across. Coming down. It's tipped, so there's going to be no icing call. Coming in front. Here comes Florida again. It's their turn. The Panthers now. The Panthers making it way. Coming in front. There's this huge scramble in front of the net. I don't know how Campbell saw anything there. It comes out. Achari. He's hit, and it's tipped. It's a chase. Simmons, he's in there. Simmons is going to get there first. He takes a hit. Simmons has it looking, goes back to the point. Brody's just going to send it around. Is that Blackwell behind the net? He has it. He's coming out the other side. He's got no one to pass it to. No one's moving to get open for him. Goes back to the point to Brody. Brody, he's going to go right back down low. It kind of bangs off Simmons, and Florida's going to pick it up. Here come the Panthers. The Panthers, they're going to dump it in. We are 10 likes away from our next little celebratory dance. Do you bet on sports? I'm not a huge sports gambler, to be honest. I was never very good at it because I would think way too much about it. Toronto breaking their way in. Coming through, trying to get out. Matt Sundin, that's another good pick, Robert. Sundin was spectacular. Nylander gets it over to Giordano. He's going to hit the line and send it in. Tipped in by Kempf. Bobrovsky out to play it. 1:40 to go. It's going to come to Engvall. Engvall over to Giordano. Giordano in the middle of the ice for Riley. That shot, that's knocked down. Kept in. No, it's not. Florida's going to get possession. I thought Toronto had it for a moment. It's going to come out. Barkov sends it up to an open wing. Panthers circling around. Forsling, he's going to dump it in. Toronto picks up the loose puck, and here they come. Kerfoot. Oh, he just lost his footing and went down. Had an opportunity to break in. Here come the Panthers now. Forsling has it. He's going to head up the – they're going to flick it in. Campbell's going to grab it, and he's going to leave it there for Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin sends it up the boards. Does it come out? No, it doesn't, the refs say. Florida having control. Less than a minute to go now in the second period. Toronto, they're breaking out. Here they come. They're going to dump it in. Marner, he's chasing, trying to get in there, but Florida, nice little play to get it out. That's right, Terry Ann. Go, Leafs, go. Let's get them going. It's tipped up high and into the mesh behind the net. So we're going to get a face-off with 35.9 seconds to go. I feel this has been the best year Toronto's had in years. I agree. They've been playing really, really well. They've set a franchise record in points. They've been just phenomenal this year. Even when we thought they haven't been playing well, they've somehow managed to pull it out. Other than a few bad spots, a few bad games, they've really looked great. There he is, Mitch Marner. How's it going? Welcome in. Mitch, we've been waiting for you. Everybody in the chat wanted to know, how did it feel scoring the first goal of the game right off the hop? Here we go. Face-off, Tavares. He's going to win it. It's tied up. It's there. It's a scramble. Here's Huberdeau, side of the net. He goes in front. Quick shot. Sam Bennett there, but he goes wide. Coming through. Did Streamlabs just say, are you joking? Lol. I don't understand. Coming over. Working their way through. Sam, do you think one player on the Leafs will get suspended? No, I don't. Doesn't look like it. We'll talk at that in a moment. That's going to be the end of the second period. I gotta back up. Oh, was it the Magic 8-Ball? All I saw was Streamlabs giving a lull. That was funny. So it is all tied up. Let's go right into our second intermission show. It is a tie game, 2 apiece. In the second period, the goal scorers, both from the Florida Panthers, Aleksander Barkov, his 39th of the year, from Marchment and Giroux. Then Claude Giroux, his 21st of the year, for Huberdeau and Barkov. And that was Huberdeau's 84th assist. That is an NHL record, 84 assists. Absolutely incredible. So the total stats in that period, 10 shots for Toronto, 16 for Florida. Total shots are 23-24. Toronto 0 for 2 on the power play. Florida is 1 for 2. Florida still holding on to the lead in the face-off circle, 52% to 49%. Check the redeems. Yes, I will check those redeems for sure. Block shots, 11 for Toronto, 8 for Florida. 6 takeaways for Toronto, 4 for Florida. 5 giveaways for Toronto, 9 for Florida. Toronto takes the lead in the hits, 17 hits to 16 hits. Did you hear about the hockey play? I did, Robert. Yeah, we talked about that right off the bat. Guy Lafleur. It's been a bad couple of weeks between Mike Bossy and Guy Lafleur. So that's very, very unfortunate. Two of the greats. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to reboot our Stream Boss or our Stream Labs here real quick. So I'm going to take that offline. We're going to do a quick refresh, and then we'll put that up. There's Seattle. Seattle won. They won a game. The Kraken. Seattle's up. They're up 2-0 over Dallas. Wow, that's going to be tough for Dallas. Dallas fighting for a playoff game, and they're down 2-0 to the Kraken. Okay, I just refreshed the stream bot. Let's see. Let's give it a little. Oops, I didn't even do it right. There we go. Let's see if that works. It probably will take a few minutes for the the bot to kick back in. So we'll try it again in a few minutes. But everything has been refreshed, so it might just need to cycle through. So let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's see the updates. So here we go. 5-2 Ottawa over Montreal. And that is in the second period, about halfway. Tampa Bay up 4-2 over the Nashville Predators towards the end of the second. San Jose Sharks are up 1-0 over Chicago. End of the first sees the Kraken 2-0 over Dallas, what we just talked about. And those are the out-of-town scoreboards. Let's switch up the hat again. There we go. So when we talk about intermissions, there were a couple of things we wanted to talk about. So I did just refresh. So I see Streamlabs, they're posting the messages, so they must be back online. So let's try the redeem one more time. See if it kicks in. So there was a comment earlier, and I apologize, I forget who made the comment. There's a comment about Maple Leaf Gardens. Maple Leaf Gardens was such an unbelievable place. Dennis, how's it going? It's very easy to enter the Leafs D zone. It is. Florida's having they're doing a real good job, and they're not being pressured enough at the blue line. They're finding their way in way too easily. Way too easily. So you're right. I'm not sure why the redeems are not actually showing up. They were working earlier. I know. Here, let's see. Can I replay one of the redeems? Let's see if we can figure this out. So I can replay it. It's talking, but the call just isn't working. Interesting. Sorry, can we have a moment for absolutely, Robert? Yeah, we did off the top, but we can do that again. So we can have a quick moment for both Mike Bossy and Guy Lafleur. There we go. And if you want to put the hearts in the chat, everyone drop the hearts emojis to remember those great hockey players who have left in the last couple of days. So with the last game, so Bucks, let's start there before we go to Maple Leaf Gardens. In the last game, we saw a couple players getting in trouble. One of those being Clifford, who took his stick and reached over and was whacking the Tampa Bay Lightning player on the top of the head. So the Leafs did not receive any suspensions. There they go, all the hearts coming in. The Leafs did not receive any suspensions. Two players, Clifford and Simmons, both received fines for, was it $2,500 or something like that? And those were the only issues to come out of the Tampa Bay game, with all the rough stuff and the shenanigans going on. So just a couple players getting fines, but that was it. Now back to Maple Leaf Gardens. I used to scalp tickets. I loved it. Clark, Gilmore, Sundin. Those were such fun times. I remember going to Maple Leaf Gardens as a kid, and it was a very different place than what it's turned out to be kind of towards the end of it. Do you remember, Maple Leaf Gardens, you go to the washroom, and instead of, the individual urinals, which you kind of would have today or even at the end, they just had long troughs. It was like a stable, right? It was absolutely crazy the way things were. There was no health and safety back then. But I tell you, it was such a great place to watch a hockey game. The stands were almost on top of the ice, right? The stairs going up were so steep that you had such a great vision. And so we used to have spectacular seats there, and really enjoyed the Gardens. Such great memories, such great players passing through there. Alan Bester and Ken Reggett, the goaltending duo, brings back so many memories thinking about the games they played. The whole Gilmore era, that 92, 93 playoff run they had playing out of there. The place was so loud. Remember Harold Ballard? He used to have his box kind of down in the corner, and the glass that they used to watch through, he had that mirror kind of tint so you couldn't see in. Yep, Dennis, I agree with you. Consistency all the way around. Maple Leaf Gardens. The other cool thing with the Gardens, for those of you who never had a chance to go there, is they had stairs to go up to the different levels. But if you had to sit kind of in the upper level, you took the escalator. But it was like single file escalators. They were literally like this big. So you'd stand on it, only one in line to go up, which was kind of cool. And the food there was so, it was your typical hot dogs, popcorn, peanuts, typical stadium food. So much fun. But not only was the hockey games great to see there, if you remember when the Toronto Rock Lacrosse first started, they played at a Maple Leaf Gardens. Some of the best concerts, we talked about music at the first intermission. Maple Leaf Gardens had so many unbelievable concerts. I think the only time the Beatles came, didn't the Beatles play at Maple Leaf Gardens? I'm pretty sure that's where they played out of. So that was pretty amazing. I, of course, was not there to see the Beatles, but I did see my fair share of events. I talked about Dave Matthews. I saw Dave Matthews at Maple Leaf Gardens. I saw Meatloaf at Maple Leaf Gardens, which was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. If you remember, who was it? Oh, I saw Lenny Kravitz. I saw Lenny Kravitz at Maple Leaf Gardens, and opening up for Lenny Kravitz was Blind Melon. If you remember Blind Melon, I saw them there, which was pretty crazy. Best breakfast place was right across the street. Yeah, do you remember, Ian? Do you remember Garduni's, the bar that was right across? So here's a story. So way back when, of course, they had all the wrestling, right, would be at Maple Leaf Gardens. And so the last live wrestling event ever at Maple Leaf Gardens, they had a special party right across the street at Garduni's, the little kind of bar restaurant there. And I was lucky enough to have the chance to go over to Garduni's and hang out. And we met a bunch of the wrestlers. And this was, Undertaker, Yokozuna, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Diesel at the time. So it was very cool to see these guys and then, of course, go over and watch the show across the street at Maple Leaf Gardens. But did he deserve that fine? Sorry to say. No, you know what? With those fines, they probably should have been suspensions. But I bet you at this time of year, unless it's something major, they're not handing out suspensions. They probably should have, though. I've never seen in my life a guy reach with his stick and try and hit another guy in the head. And the fact he only got like $2,500 was a joke. That should have been a whole out suspension. So Maple Leaf Gardens now, like a lot of these older stadiums, some of them have been torn down, some of them have been repurposed. Maple Leaf Gardens has been repurposed into a dual type of facility. So it's now an actual grocery store, but they've converted the upper level. They've rebuilt. So it is still an ice rink. One of the universities in the area they still play hockey there. I haven't actually been there. It's a nice, I've seen pictures. It's a nice facility. Never been there myself. But one of my favorite experiences of all time at Maple Leaf Gardens is I used to do some work, and this is many, many years ago, so I'm probably okay to tell the story. The Beatles did play at Maple Leaf Gardens. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So way back when, there was the OHL team, the St. Michael Majors, right? They played OHL hockey. And for St. Mike's, they used to play out of Maple Leaf Gardens. So they were partially run at the time by Maple Leaf Sports. They put on all the events. And so I actually worked game operations for St. Mike's way back in the day at a Maple Leaf Gardens. And so the coolest thing of all time was it gave us free access to Maple Leaf Gardens because you had to go and do whatever you had to do before the game, after the game. So as a kid growing up there and falling in love with the building, and then later on being able to get to explore it was so cool. So one of our last nights at Maple Leaf Gardens, the people that we were with said, okay, it's family skate after the game, but bring your gear because when family skate wraps up, a bunch of us are going to stick around and play shinny. And I said, yeah, I'm in. You don't have to tell me twice. So we had the old players' wives room was our kind of base of operations. So that room was very cool. It's been redone a number of times, but last time it was redone was by Doug Gilmore's wife at the time. She had redone it. So we put all of our hockey equipment in the players' wives' rooms and we hung out there. And sure enough, after family skate was over, everyone got dressed in their gear and we went out and we had, one player's bench was full of pizza and snacks and fingers and all the food. The other bench was all drinks, pop, Gatorade, waters, you name it. And we played until I don't even know what hour. And you just played and played and played. And as people started getting tired and had to leave, not everyone wanted to go. We just kept moving the nets closer and closer together as there were less and less people playing. And it was just a chance to hang out and play at Maple Leaf Gardens, which was such a spectacular opportunity. And from there, I actually got involved with the Toronto Rock and did the same type of thing from the Rock. So I was kind of one of the promo guys where we had to run and throw out things at intermissions and stuff. So it was so cool during the game. You're running from one corner of Maple Leaf Gardens to the other through back stairwells and all this. So again, you got to see places in the venue that the general public didn't get to see. So that was very, very, very cool. And it was actually during my time doing that when I got to meet a very young Jason Spezza. He was in with, I believe it was Oshawa. I forget who he was with, but he was in town playing. And I was standing at kind of the corner, just kind of taking it in before the game. And he kind of walked out and he was just standing there, kind of half dressed, taping his stick. And I kind of looked over and I was like, man, it's Jason Spezza. And if you remember when he was a kid, when he was playing, before pro hockey, before he was drafted, he was like the next big thing, right? Everyone was talking about Jason Spezza. So we kind of shared a moment, him and I just standing there, and it was like, hey, how's it going? Good. Just some small talk. And then off he went, but it was super, super cool. Very, very cool moment. Hey, Bernie, how's it going? For those who don't know, Elvis Presley, I did not know that either. So Elvis played at the Gardens as well in 73. That's amazing. I saw Tragically Hip when I saw them. I saw them at the Gardens. But Elvis, the Beatles, that's pretty cool. So when you hear people from the Toronto and surrounding areas talking about Maple Leaf Gardens, I hope this sheds a little bit of light on why this venue was so, so special. I'm sure people from other places feel the same about, the old Red Wings building or the old Odd in Buffalo, but this Maple Leaf Gardens was something else. The old, Forum in Montreal, same type of history. Mel says, I love the Gardens. My best friend's uncle was Frank Tunney, who's the manager. He used to give us free tickets. That is so cool. That is very, very cool. Yeah, it was something special too, right? When you were going to a game and you'd be walking down the street and people would be roasting the chestnuts or whatever, and you go up to the street vendor and you get your little brown paper bag of roasted chestnuts or your hot dogs, and it was just so cool. It was a different time. It was just such a different time to go to hockey's. The Hip rocked the Gardens. They did, and they were so good there. Man, I wasn't a huge Hip fan back then, but my buddy was, and he's like, I got these tickets. We have to go. I was like, yeah, man, I'm always down for live music. And it was such a cool show. We had the worst seats. It said they were partially obstructed, but we were sitting all the way over next to the wall and just had this small little section of the stage we could see. But it was so good. Love that concert. Me to love that concert. Gord was awesome. He really, really was. Kitchener has the odd. Yeah. Kitchener, was it Kitchener or was it Guelph? I can't remember. One of those, Kitchener or Guelph, one of the rinks is built attached to the mall. And for the life of me, I forget where it was. And I went there one time and I thought it was the coolest thing because you literally walk through this shopping center, this little shopping center, And then you get to the end of the shopping center and you walk right in to this arena. And again, the seats are like really stacked on top, really tight in there. It was such a cool feeling, but I can't remember where that was. If it was Guelph or Kitchener. Sam, what was the worst concert you ever saw at the Gardens? Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever really saw a bad concert. Sounds like a retro show coming in the off season. Yeah, for sure. We haven't done that in a long time. So we used to do retro talks. Maybe we may have to do it again. We used to sit down and we used to pick a particular topic and talk through. Morgan said it was Guelph. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that building in Guelph. It's just kind of attached to the mall. That was very, very cool. The worst show. Yeah, I don't think I really saw a bad show at the Gardens, but I will tell you, the worst show I ever saw. So a friend of mine, he said to me, we were big Alanis Morissette fans, right? Back in the day when Jagged Little Pill came out. And when Gord showed up in a helicopter at Molson Park, yeah, and he had perfect timing. I was actually just, the story I was going to tell was from Molson Park. So Alanis Morissette was playing at Molson Park up in Barrie. And my buddy says, hey, let's go see. I'll tell this quick because they're coming on for the third period. That was such a fast intermission. I love talking with you guys. But so we went up to Barrie to see Alanis Morissette, and it turned out to be like a half-day festival, right? Our Lady Peace was there, Wild Strawberries was there, and Dinosaur Jr. was there, and a bunch of others. Well, Dinosaur Jr. was the worst bit of a concert I've ever seen. Their instruments were all out of tune, and they just sat there trying to tune them, and they got booed off the stage. It was horrible. Anyways, let's get back to the game. It's the third period. I can't believe how quick that period went. We'll have to continue some of these conversations. We'll set up a stream just to talk retro and talk music and stories because it's so much fun. I can see a lot of you guys are into that stuff. So here we go. We're back at it. Third period, and we're tied at 2s. Shots are 24-23 in favor of the Panthers. Florida, with their 12 straight wins, have tied a franchise record. So if Florida wins tonight, they will set a new franchise record for most consecutive wins. Florida Water, what's going on? Cats on top. We'll have to see. They're looking to hold all the pressure, all the momentum right now. They roll it in. Campbell makes the nice save. If you're just coming in, hit that like button. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,500 subscribers. And when we get there, we're going to give away some gift cards. So that'll be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight, hitting that like button on a Saturday night, and joining us. Here we go. Face off is one. It comes to Brody. Brody, he's going to go off the boards. Puts it out in the neutral zone. Here come the Leafs. Kempf trying to get through. He's cut off and forced to the side. Florida doing a nice job defensively. Huberdeau, he's going to pick it up. Here comes Huberdeau, working their way in. We need a goal from Matthews. That would be nice. Love to see Matthews get in this game. He's had a lot of opportunities. Comes to the neutral zone. Florida's going to pick it up. Florida working it through. Coming through the Comeback Cats. I like that name. Florida Water, I like that name a lot. Comeback Cats. Coming in, Brody. He's going to pick it up. Trying to kick it over. Oh, comes out in front. Squeaked out in front. Florida with an opportunity. Campbell there to shut the door. Coming down. They can't get it out. Florida keeps it in. They circle around behind the net. Toronto chips it, trying to get it out. They cannot do so. Comes back around. Memine, he's going to carry it. Here comes the Panthers again. Circling. Drops it off the point. Big shot, and Campbell's there with the glove. He's going to grab it and hold on to it. Wow, Campbell playing really, really good. Ian. Oh, you live in Kitchener. Okay, awesome. Duke going to speed through the Leafs. We'll see. One more win tomorrow night, and all 8 teams in the East will have 101 or more points. Wow, Bernie, that's crazy. Unbelievable. First time ever all 8 playoff teams have won. That's crazy. That shows how hard this playoff season is going to be. coming through, working down. Here comes Nylander going for the wraparound, but he doesn't. He just carries the puck around. Throws it over to Matthews. Matthews takes the shot. It hits the leg and bounces wide. So it looks like Streamlabs is totally kind of falling apart here. Let's see if we can refresh this bot. Wake it up. Wake up, Streamlabs. Wake up. So we're just going to turn it off and turn it back on. Give it another reboot. There we go. Bailed on Dangle, ran with Wild Sam. Yes, Ian. Appreciate that. She's on vacation. Oh, Robert. Oh, Dallas. Streamlabs is on vacation? Pretty much. Pretty much. Leafs going to choke. Jackson, I hope they don't. I hope not, but Florida's just looking good. Here's Tavares. Tavares gets taken down by Gudas. That was a bit of a dirty shot on Tavares. Here's Gudas again, taking Tavares into the boards. Here come the Panthers. They're going to dump it in, working their way through. Let's see if Streamlabs kind of wakes up a little bit. Here comes Toronto off the boards, getting it in the neutral zone. Tavares, he dumps it in. Simmons is trying to chase it down. Careful, Simmons. Don't take a penalty with one hand on your stick. It's funny. Simmons was reaching in, and the Florida player kind of closed his arm on the stick and pulled it right out of right out of Simmons' hands. Coming in, they're Florida working down in Toronto territory. Toronto there to cut it off. Hall doing a nice job with Kempf. Kempf gets set up to Engvall. Here comes Engvall. He's going to dump it in all the way down. Mikheyev there first. Picks it up, cycles it for Engvall. Engvall to the point. Brody, quick shot. Way wide. Hall's going to keep it in, though. Toronto picking it up. Here's Kempf going to Mikheyev. Mikheyev, side of the net, comes out in front. Tries to knock it down. He takes a hard hit, but just couldn't convert. Nice play there by Mikheyev, showing some creativity. NHL suspended Ryan Reeves for illegal. That's funny. You had me for a second there, Bernie. We were just talking about how a couple of Leafs should have got suspensions, but they didn't. And I saw the suspension. I went, what happened? That's funny. Here comes Sam Bennett carrying it in over the line. I thought that was actually offside as Mamine was a stride ahead. They missed the shot. It comes back to the point. Here comes Matthews. Matthews carrying it in over the line. Sends it over to Nylander. Nylander takes the shot wide, picks up his own rebound, tips it out of the air, but Bo Borowski snags and grabs it right back down. So, yeah, it was weird. Tavares turned, kind of went down almost in the splits as Gudas kind of came over the top. So, again, Mikheyev, I can't speak. So much creativity coming out of the corner, trying to make a move, trying to get something done. It's about time. It's so nice to see Mikheyev with the confidence to come out and try and do this stuff on his own. Matthews wins the faceoff. Quick shot. And Bobrovsky again going to hold on to it and make the save. So everybody's putting the Go Leafs Go. Let's get the virtual wave rolling. Let's see if we can wake everyone up. Maybe the wave will wake up Streamlabs. I'm going to count it down. Get your wave hands ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get the waves rolling. Get the waves rolling. It's Toronto wins that draw. They go around behind the net again. Here it comes. Marner, he's going to throw it in deep. Comes over. There's Ian. There's Dina. There's me again. Hey, let's go, Leafs. Let's go. The virtual wave is rolling around the arena. Quick shot. Oh, side of the net for Marner. And Matthews, he couldn't bury it in. It's working. The wave is working. They're getting our message. I'll go one more time. Hey. So close as Matthews and Marner had a chance to bury it. Here come the Leafs again. Far side. Oh, what a move by Kerfoot. Just couldn't drag it around. Just over 14 minutes to go. Shots 27-26. The game is tied at 2s. Here comes Riley. Riley's going to carry it up. Kind of flips it up. It rolls right down on Bobrovsky. Oh, and Kerfoot runs right into Bobrovsky. Gudas is there on top of him in a hurry. Kerfoot's just trying to raise the noise. Bring the noise, bring the funk. He's just trying to stir it up. Stir it up. Nice play, though, by Kerfoot. Go Leafs, go. I love it. Love seeing the chat. Just scrolling back a little bit. Trying to see. Sam, hope you saw what I said about Curtis Joseph. I don't know if I did. I'll scroll back. Oh, here. Just received a Curtis Joseph signed jersey yesterday. Oh, phenomenal. That is awesome. I know Curtis Joseph was such a spectacular goaltender and such a really nice guy, too. Really nice guy. Here we go. Matthews in to take the draw. Face-offs are now tied apiece, 20 each. Matthews wins the draw, so the Leafs go ahead in the face-off category, but turned over by Marner. Comes back to Riley. He tries to go down, but he can't. It's picked up by Florida. Here come the Panthers, right up the slot. Quick shot, and that's tipped high and into the mesh. What a chance for Florida. Developed out of nowhere. Unbelievable. Great job by the Panthers. They are relentless. They are not giving up an inch. Here we go. Thank you, everyone who's come in and hit that like button. We are 2 likes away from our 80 like celebration. And we are 2 subscribers away from 1475. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're new, let us know you're new in the chat. Join our conversation. We love talk. We're talking everything tonight. We're talking hockey. We're talking music. We're talking the old gardens. And we're talking old players. We're just having some fantastic conversation tonight. Now, following up tonight's game in 45 minutes time, Dre the Unstoppable, what's going on? Following up 10 o'clock tonight, I will be live on our hockey recap show over on the FPE Sports Network. The show is called Even Strength. Tonight, it's going to be myself and Dave the Bear Shark. We're going to be recapping this week's in hockey, the good, the bad, the ugly, and going to laugh along the way. Our last episode, we spent probably half the show in tears. We were laughing so hard. It was ridiculous, but a good time. I also want to take a moment to talk about our good friend Pete McDevitt over on Pete McDevitt Show. Pete does some fantastical football, baseball. He also does other hockey and some basketball. He did the Raptors playoff game today. He's doing baseball. So definitely check out Pete McDevitt Show. He's a good friend, and I appreciate all the support he's provided us. So want to give him a shout out as always. And for us, next up, tomorrow morning, we are going to be at Canada's Wonderland live for the Pass Holder Preview Day. It's been a while since we've been to the park, so I can't wait to get out there and check it out. If you're going to be in the parks, come by and say hi. We're going to walk around, take a look at the rides, the coasters, see what food is open, see what merch they have. You never know on Pass Holder Preview Day what's open and out there. So we're just going to check it out, and we'd love for you to come hang out with us. Here's Toronto coming in. Tipped just wide was Kempf as the game just got back on. Here come Lyubushkin. It would have been so nice for him to convert. Kempf takes a hard hit in the boards. Panthers, they're picking it up and coming away. Here come the Panthers. Turnover. Riley picks it up. Nice pass. Here comes Toronto. Mikheyev. He's got Kempf with him. Kempf sneaking one way, the other way. Tried to feed it back to Mikheyev, but he couldn't. Brody holds it in because it's Marner. Marner, slap pass, and the tip from Mikheyev. It rolls in on Bobrovsky, and he's going to cover it. Toronto lighting the fuse and definitely picking up the momentum. Great play there by Toronto to get something going. They're trying to make some plays. They're getting real creative, which is nice, as long as they just don't get too fancy. Just shoot the puck, pass the puck, don't get fancy. Leafs having a little bit of a meeting of the minds before this draw. Matthews stepping in against Claude Giroux. 28-27 the shots now. Matthews going to win it, but the defense, Brody was just too far over. It goes between Brody and Hall. So Brody has to chase it down. Under 13 minutes to go. Long stretch pass to Nylander. Here's Nylander. He can't pick up the loose puck. Huberdeau's going to get it, though. Huberdeau's going to turn it around. Bobrovsky tied for first in the NHL this year with 38 wins, which is pretty amazing. So Bobrovsky, one of the best goalies in the league. Of course, every year I've taken Bobrovsky in my fantasy pools, he has horrible years. So just like that, Bobrovsky rubbing it in. So quick shot, that rolls in. That's grabbed. We're going to hold it for a face-off, and we are going to start working our way up. So it looks like Streamlabs is still not working. Can I rerun this? Nope. Even rerunning one of the old recent events doesn't seem to be working. So it looks like Streamlabs is having some issues. So I apologize. It looks like the redemptions in the games will be down for the next little bit. Here comes Florida, working their way back in again. Coming around, stolen behind the net by Toronto. Toronto trying to pass it up, knocked down by Huberdeau. Here's Huberdeau, gets it over. Quick shot by Sam Bennett. He rolls it in, and Campbell's going to hold down the fort. Giordano and Bennett having some words. Exchanged a little cross-check. Oh, there we go. 80 likes. All right. So you know what time it is. It's little disco time. We'll start with the John Travolta. We'll Staying Alive. And we'll switch it. Oh, in case you're lefty. Switch it up. Now it's chop the salad. Why is this a disco move? I don't know. Ride the wave. Ride it with Crazy Sam to Grease Lightning. Another John Travolta move. Hey, let's make it a hat trick of John Travolta moves. Here you go. Little Pulp Fiction. John Travolta. 3 for 3. All right. 80 likes. Way to go, everybody. Appreciate that so very much. Appreciate it so much. Here come Toronto. 12 minutes to go. Leafs with the puck. Starting to move it up. Trying to dump it in. They do. It comes around Bobrovsky. He's going to come out to play it, though. Toronto in there. They pick it up. Mikheyev, he steals it. Oh, Lyubushkin just wasn't on the line, so it came out. Trying to go back in. Leafs battling with it. Tavares is there on the line with Lundell. They're battling. Comes all the way back to the Leaf line. Lyubushkin gets it over. Comes over to Tavares. Tavares trying to step through. Knocked down. Here come the Panthers. It's their turn. Coming up. Bolts got 6-2 now. Oh, wow. Bolts are having another spectacular game. Unbelievable. Here come the Leafs. David Kempf starting to work his way up. Gives it to Hall. Hall carries it into Florida territory. Sends it down. Clifford trying to go to Simmons. Trying to get back to Clifford, but he's in there forechecking. He's working hard against Mackenzie Weegar. Weegar, he's going to throw it around. Florida up the boards and knocks it out. That's going to come all the way down the ice, and it's going to be blown down for icing. So that's going to come all the way back into Toronto territory. That's right, Morgan. Go Leafs goal. Let's see the next goal. You're just missing a Sandine one. That's awesome. I have the only autographed Leaf jersey. I think I have two. I think I have my Doug Gilmour. I have a Doug Gilmour one, and I have a Phil Kessel one. Here we go. Matthews in there. He's going to lose it this time. He's going to lose the draw. It's going to come all the way out and down the ice. Toronto has it. They turn it right back. Here's Marner. Marner taking the shot, looking for a tip by Matthews. Couldn't convert. Nylander picks up the loose puck. Skates by one hit. Gets it over to Marner. Marner trying to work away and toe drag, but just ran out of real estate. Gets it back to the point. Liljegren puts it over. Big shot. Nylander fanned on it. Back to Liljegren. He takes the shot. It comes through. It rolls in. Matthews with the backhand. Oh, and Bobrovsky just falls sideways and lands on the puck. What an opportunity there for Bobrovsky. Or for Matthews, I should say. Unbelievable. Who do you think breaks the tie? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to go, if I had to pick one on each team, I'm looking at Mason Marchment for Florida because Mason's been playing really good. And I'll go with Matthews. It's going to be Marchment or Matthews. One of the M's. Marchment or Matthews. Who do you guys think? Let's see. Put a player name in the chat who you guys think is going to score to break the tie. Here comes Florida. Long pass attempt down. Missed everybody. Lyubushkin back to pick it up. He's going to come to Tavares. Tavares is going to chip it out. Toronto running into each other all over the place. Here's Mikheyev. He stops. He dumps it down. He takes a vicious cross-check from behind from Ben Sherratt. No call. coming down deep. Toronto still working in the zone. Kerfoot there trying to get up and turns it over to Florida. Here come the Panthers. Huberdeau chips it in. Coming around. Wow, Huberdeau is now the second leading point getter in the NHL with 114 points. Unbelievable. McDavid, the number one at 116. Huberdeau now number two with 114. They're fighting along the boards, trying to get it out. Florida doing a good job in there. Mamine, he's in there. Comes away with it as Reinhardt. Quick shot. Campbell makes the save. Labushkin picks up the rebound. He goes off the boards but can't get it out. Now Kempf picks it up. He takes it back deep. Gives it over to Justin Hall. Hall looking to work his way. Hall hits the red line, dumps it down. It comes all the way down the ice and wraps around. Loose puck. They turn it over. Quick shot there. And that's a nice save by Bobrovsky on David Kempf as Kempf leaned into one big time. Makar, Ian. I think Makar would have a long way to travel to get into this game to score the tiebreak. So they're going to go to a commercial break. One more time, just to let you know a little bit about our channel memberships.
Exciting news! YouTube memberships are now available with the experience. Take your Samwelb12 experience to the next level by clicking join and picking one of our 3 tiers for a membership program that's available to you. For less than a cup of specialty coffee, click and join today for added perks and benefits like special emojis, loyalty badges, and more. Thanks for enjoying the experience. Now it's time to elevate that experience and sign up for a channel membership today.
There we go. Just a little break to talk about our channel memberships. I know we haven't really talked about them a whole lot. So if you're interested, definitely click that link that Ian just posted, or hit the join button down below, and that will take you to the page where you can find out more about all of the different benefits that you get for being a channel member. A couple of the ones right off the hop, you get the little icon badge next to your name. You get your name turned green, and of course you get you get to use our custom emojis that we have for each stream. Tomorrow, Battle of Florida. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a real good one. Care, what's going on? How's it going? Actually watching the game on TV today. That's awesome. And it's been quite a spectacular game. Chino, what's up? Let's go Panthers. Man, they're looking real good. Florida is looking real good. And I'm a big Florida supporter. Here's my cap. I just took it off because it's really hot in here right now. But I'm a Florida fan. I'm a Leaf fan. I'm cheering for everybody tonight. But I'd love the Leafs to pull this game out. Chino, if you're a big Florida fan, who would you like to meet in the first round? Who would you like to see the Panthers take on in the first round of the playoffs? So here we go. We got just under 9 minutes to go. Shots 32-30 in favor of the Leafs, but we're tied at 2s. Long pass. Florida clears. Florida working through the neutral zone, trying to come out. Matthews with 5 shots already. Wow. Unbelievable. Matthews takes a bump behind the net, gets it up to Marner. Marner trying to clear. Matthews and Giordano runs into each other, and it creates an opportunity. Oh, what a chance for Barkov, who's trying to feed Mason Marchment in front. And they give it out. Here's Nylander. Nylander with Marner. Gives it to Marner. Oh, what a play by, was that Gudas? Gudas, who absolutely swiped the puck away from Marner. Here come the Panthers all the way back. Quick shot, Barkov. Campbell makes a pad save. Tried to steer it up into the mesh, but it just didn't get up high enough. Here come the Leafs. Engvall, he's going to chase it down. Gets around one. Can't get into the zone. Can't beat Ben Sherratt. Here's the Panthers now. Pretty even game tonight. It's so true. It has been. Riley has it. Riley starting to move the puck up. Banks it off the boards. Toronto's going to chip it in, but they can't get the puck back. Here comes the Panthers flying down as Huberdeau trying to skip through. Can't get between Labushkin and Hall. Toronto gets it now. It's their turn. Here's a 2-on-1 shaping up. Here's Engvall. Engvall with Kempf. He gives it over. Oh, it was Mikheyev, not Kempf. Mikheyev just couldn't reach it. Had to put on the brakes so he didn't run over Bobrovsky. Here they go again. The Leafs sending it up to Tavares. He knocks it down. JT, he's got a man with him, goes in for Kerfoot and went for the pass. Went for the tip, I should say. Just couldn't knock it down. Here comes Lindell. Panthers' turn now. Bring it in right in the slot. Oh, they elected for the backhanded blind pass, and they missed. 7 minutes to go. It's Toronto's turn. Here's Blackwell. Blackwell leaves it for Kempf. Yes, it was Kempf. Got a beautiful shot off, and Bobrovsky made the save. Avs fan, though, I do follow the Leafs on ESPN now because of Sam. Well, Ian, I'm glad I've been able to convert you to follow a little bit. Unbelievable end-to-end action. This game, business is picking up. Both teams trying to put forth a solid effort and convert. Unbelievable. This game is looking mighty fine as it is shaping up. Here we go. Blackwell loses the draw. Florida wins it. Sherratt, he's going to send it around. Knocked down. It comes all the way out. Here is the Leafs now. It's just going back and forth, back and forth. Leafs are up 10 shots this period, 7 for the Panthers. 61 total shot attempts to 46 shot attempts. So both teams are shooting the puck a whole lot. Just shows the goaltending and the defense has been solid for both teams. Here's Florida working their way through. Stars losing 2-0 now, winning 3-2. I need the Panthers to hit my parlay. I got you. Here comes Lindell. Panthers skating around, working through. Let's go, Leafs. We got some go Leafs. We got some go Panthers. And it's going to be up into the netting, and that's going to be blown down. Wouldn't mind OT and a 15-round shootout. Man, those shootouts, they can get so exciting, so nerve-wracking when they go super long like that. So they are just getting ready. Unfortunately, it looks like our Streamlab games have completely seized up. I've tried rebooting our cloud bot a couple of times now, and he just doesn't seem to be waking up. So I apologize for that. But we'll make sure, see what we can do to get those working for the next game on Tuesday night versus the Detroit Red Wings. Here come the Panthers. Panthers on their way. They're going to dump it down. Huberdeau giving chase, but Lyubushkin is there first. Just under 6 to go. Long pass for Engvall. He stops. He pops. He sends it up. Pass over. Toronto shoots. Oh, what a save. Bobrovsky off Tavares, and it's knocked up into the mesh. What a spectacular play. Wow. That kind of came out of nowhere. A couple quick passes. Tavares finds himself all alone. He takes the shot and just hits the shoulder crest on the jersey of Bobrovsky, and it goes up and into the mesh. Wow, Toronto is definitely stepping it up a little bit. So Streamlabs is to blame. That's right. Streamlabs is the one to blame. Oh, gosh. There we go. I've just rebooted it again, so we'll see if it actually picks up. Let's see if I can refresh one of these last actions. Will that work? Let's see. Come on, Streamlabs. We want to play some games. We want to make some redemptions. We want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Let's see. Will it pick it up? No, it doesn't look like it. So we will have to live without it for the rest of this game. Unless I can get it to work here one more time. But it looks like even the... Let's see if the subscribe notification will play again. No, it didn't trigger the notification, but the health replenished. Well, isn't that interesting? Interesting. So yeah, it looks like Streamlabs is just having some general issues tonight. That's okay. It happens. We're enjoying a fantastic hockey game here. This is getting crazy. No more monkey around. Let's get this game won. Absolutely. The good news, even though we don't have Streamlabs, the games to play in the redemptions, our members have those custom emojis. You guys can flash those for the bad ref calls, for all the goals. So we still got some stuff we can play with. We go 5.5 to go in the third. 34-31 are the shots now. Here's Nylander making his way in. Tries to feed Matthews. Matthews just tipped it ahead for Marner. Marner goes back to Nylander. Nylander trying to get something done. I guess they've put him on this line with Matthews and Marner to try and get something going, but he's just not doing it. He's just not converting. Matthews is trying so hard too. He's really working it. Everybody's working it. I'm really impressed with Florida. I have to say, we know they're the number one team. We know where they sit in the standings. But I really enjoy watching them play. Like, these guys can skate. They got good hands. They're just an impressive team all the way around. And if you haven't followed the Panthers for the last couple of years, you could tell that they were building to something really great. I'm a Panthers fan, as we've discussed, and so I've been paying attention to it. There have been a lot of years there where their rink has been empty and they've been lousy. But it is so nice to see them getting some success this year. Here's Huberdeau, sends it across. Oh, nice opportunity. Tried to go back to Huberdeau, but just couldn't convert. This game, we are getting into next goal wins territory. Sam, did Streamlabs Redemption decide to join Dallas on holiday? I think it did, Terry Ann. I think it hopped a flight and decided it needed a vacation. I know today was Two Buddies' big Creator Day celebration. I don't know what they use, but I know there was tons of streams going on, so I wonder if it's just a global issue with Streamlabs right now. All the way down the ice, it's going to come for icing. We got 4 minutes to go. So Huberdeau is closing the gap on Connor McDavid. He's only 2 points away. So it's like the game within a game, right? We have Marner. He's trying to catch 100 points. We have Huberdeau trying to catch McDavid for the most points. We have Matthews trying to hit 60 goals. So many stories within this game. Coming in. Big hit there in the corner. Working through. Liljegren is in there. He's going to come away with the puck. He's taken into the boards. Lusterinen. He's trying to get it out. Comes to Lusterinen. He sends it back into the boards. Toronto's doing a nice job holding Florida. Florida is spinning left. They're spinning right, but Toronto just keeps putting him in the boards. Finally, they come away with it. Here's Engvall. Engvall seems to be on the ice a whole lot in the last little bit of this period. He takes it down, trying to take all 5 guys on himself. Here comes the Matthews line. Lyubushkin has it at the point. Lyubushkin takes a big shot. Rebound. Oh, tipped just wide of the net. Lyubushkin's shot hitting 89.7 miles an hour. Big shot. Let's go Leafs. Let's go Leafs. Florida doing a big job there. They get it up and out. 3 minutes to go. Lyubushkin back to pick it up for Toronto. Circling around. Here comes Toronto. Matthews gives it there for Nylander. Skate, you bum. Come on, Willie. He gives it over. Gives it away. Florida now. Right back in Toronto territory. Mason Marchment chasing down Lyubushkin. Trying to get in there. Riley's able to save the day. Long pass from Marner. It's tipped, though, by a Panther. No, how do you call that icing? It was tipped by the Panther defenseman, Gudas. Bad call. Bucks wants OT. 3 points for Stamkos tonight. Puts him at 93. Wow. 4 left. Could make it. Yes, Stamkos has a chance of hitting 100 also. So many players this year hitting the 100-point marker. It is unbelievable. That would be great for Stamkos. Stamkos in the last game becoming the Tampa Bay Lightning's all-time leading point getter, passing Marty St. Louis. Here's Lyubushkin. He has it. He's weaving and winding around. We got Tkachuk at 100 points. Kaprizov at 100 points. Matthew, Draisaitl, Gaudreau, Huberdeau, and McDavid. Panarin is just a couple of points away. Not sure if he got any points tonight, but he's just sitting outside of 100. Marner just sitting outside of 100. JT Miller just sitting outside of 100. And Rantanen and then now Stamkos. So there's still a handful of guys that can hit the century mark. Coming out, tipped. Here's Toronto. Oh, it just hopped on Mikheyev as he had a chance to break in. Coming around, we're down to 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes in the third period. Here's Hall. Hall is back to pick it up for Toronto. He's being chased by Marchman. Brody fans on it. Florida's going to pick it up. Nice job there. Florida digging deep, trying to get it out. Hall is in there to cut it off. The official gets kind of squished in there. Comes out, big shot. Nice leg save by Soupy. Campbell making a big save. All the way down it's coming. Lightning still on fire from the other night. That they are. They are for sure. Florida's going to dump it in. We are now officially in last goal wins territory. I'm pretty confident in that statement. Florida digging it in. Toronto trying to get it out. Nice play there by Kempf. Kerfoot, he picks it up. He gives it out to Engvall. Engvall over to Kempf. Engvall doing it back to Engvall, but Florida picks it up. Florida chips it up and out. They're going to change lines. Florida's going to dump it in. I think Toronto is also trying to switch up some players. Here's Liljegren back over to, can't see who's there. Giordano gets it up to Blackwell. So the Leafs elect to go with their fourth line. Blackwell flips it up. Comes all the way back. Liljegren's going to flip it in. Gudas is going to pick it up. Blackwell gives chase. It's tipped up all the way down. Florida's chasing, but can't get there fast enough. It's blown down on the offside. 43.4 seconds to go. So this is where I assume you're going to get the Matthews line back on there. Kaprizov, 45 goals. Connor, 44. McDavid, 43. Yeah, agree. All outside chances. They can get there. I'd love to see Kaprizov get there. That would be spectacular. Hey, CeeLo, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great evening. Here's Marner. Leafs win it. Marner dancing around, gets back to the point. 38 seconds. Lyubushkin. Back to Riley. Big shot, Marner. That's saved. Can the Leafs keep it in? No, they can't. They dump it right back in. That last blast from Marner, 82.2 miles an hour. Spectacular. 23 seconds to go. Here come the Panthers. They're on a tear. Lyubushkin, nice play. The Leafs get it out. The Panthers trying to go right back in. They do, and Toronto gets it right back out. And here's Florida. Sherratt fires it in just wide of the net. 7 seconds to go. It's over. Toronto gets it out into the neutral zone. 2 seconds, and he elected to pass. Tavares passed with 3 seconds on the clock. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to sudden death overtime. That's my wrestling voice. We're going overtime for the first time in quite a long time. So thank you all for being here. Thanks for sticking around. It is going to be spectacular. Let me just send a real message real quick here. We are going to OT. So, like I said, we have our show, Even Strength, our hockey recap show, coming up at 10 o'clock or immediately following the end of this game, should this game go to 25 shooters in a shootout. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be good. So who do you got? Who is your overtime goal scoring winner? Put it in the chat. Baseball, what's going on? Who is your picks to score? Give me one Florida player, one Maple Leaf. I myself, I'm going to stick with, no, I'm not. I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with Huberdeau. I'm going to say Huberdeau for the goal, and I'm going to go Matthews. I'm going to go Matthews or Huberdeau. Those are my two guys. You need a catchphrase. I do, Coco. I've tossed so many around. McKevy the Don, welcome in. Welcome in. So let's see who Duclair. Oh, Bernie, what a good pick in Duclair. Marner, good pick there as well. Matthews and Sherratt. Yeah. A lot of good opportunities. Marner and Huberdeau. Yeah, Matthews. All right, let's see. Riley, Cora going with Morgan Riley. That's a good pick. So let's see who's going to be in there. A lot of fans standing in Florida. A lot of sweaters. A lot of Leaf sweaters. Here we go. Huberdeau's on there. Matthews is on there. Barkov is on there. Marner and Riley for Toronto. And who is that? We got Uyghur with Huberdeau and Barkov versus Riley, Matthews, and Marner. Florida has the possession. Here, oh my God, breakaway. Mackenzie Uyghur all alone. Campbell, great save. Rebound. Huberdeau. Oh my gosh, Barkov, how on earth did Uyghur get free like that? Someone blew their assignment. Comes over to Uyghur. Uyghur carrying it around, getting through Matthews. Over to Huberdeau. Back to Uyghur, back to Barkov. Barkov sending it down low. Huberdeau trying to bounce it off. Here's Matthews. He steals it. Matthews, tried to hit Marner, but he turns it over. Huberdeau going back to Barkov. Uyghur goes off the ice. Here comes Barkov coming in. Drops it for Huberdeau. Stolen. Here comes Marner. Marner breaking in. He's got Matthews, but they're at the end of the shift. Marner all alone. Oh, it was just stolen by the Florida captain, Barkov. Play. Nice play. Everybody at the end of the shift. So they're all going to change up. So we got Nylander on now. Nylander is with Tavares and Liljegren for Florida. We have Bennett. Who is Bennett with? Bennett with Frosling. And I need the other guy to turn around. And Reinhart. Bennett, Reinhart, and Frosling with Liljegren, Nylander, and Tavares. Here come the Leafs. Nylander. He has it. Carrying it all the way up. Sends it over to Liljegren. Liljegren bobbles it. Bennett's going to pick it up. Bennett, we're going to reverse, and he's going to look to pass it up. Here comes the Panthers. 3 minutes left to go. Toronto making a couple changes. Brody comes on. Here come the Panthers. Reinhart, he's going to take it out. Bennett's going to go off. So a couple new players for the Panthers. Montour on. Giroux, turn it over. Tavares, breakaway. He's got Nylander with him. Gets it over to Nylander. Nylander with the shot. Oh, nice save there. Nylander falls into the boards. Here comes 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Marchment feeds it in front. They score. Florida. The Panthers win it in overtime. The Panthers get it done. What a goal. What a goal. Who actually tipped that in? Montour gets his 10th of the year. Unbelievable. So Florida takes the series 2-1. Florida with 2 overtime wins against the Leafs. Unbelievable. Jack Jones, what's going on? Dang, that's right. Santiago. Oh, that was crazy. So they had great opportunities. Barkov saved the day on his play against Marner, but the Leafs come back. Tavares had the chance. He just couldn't get it to Nylander. Nylander throws himself into the boards afterwards, and now it's a race. Now you got Montour with Marchment. Marchment with a beautiful pass, and Montour just puts it in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You called it. Florida Water, you called it. Absolutely. You said they were going to come back, and they did it. The comeback Cats. Great call. Great call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here, for joining us for tonight's presentation of the Leafs and the Panthers. Come join us tomorrow morning. We're going to be at Canada's Wonderland for Season Pass Holder Preview Day. That's going to be fun. Stop in, say hi, hit the like, enjoy that stream. And come on over. If one of the mods can drop the link for the FPE and Sports Network, Even Strength is coming up in 10 minutes time. Join us over there. That's going to be a lot of fun. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, thank you guys for joining us on the Saturday night. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes. thank you again for the membership upgrade. I appreciate it so very much. Blair, really, really appreciate that. We'll be in touch. I'll put a note in our community section for you and the Discord invite. So thank you again, everybody. Appreciate it. We'll see you either on Even Strength at 10 o'clock or tomorrow at Canada's Wonderland. And if we can't make either of those, Tuesday, come back and join us. The Leafs, the Wings. It's going to be a ton of fun. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you real soon.